Hello, hello, hello.
Sup, people?
Hello, everyone.
Right.
So we have 9 people apparently. So we have Andy, Lexi,
Hello.
James, Greg. Hi, Greg. Oh God, my comments are going mad now. Hayden.
Diana's in as well.
Diana was in earlier by the look of it. I think she might be joining us in a bit.
Yeah, she was one of the first, wasn't she? So,
Yeah. Hello, everyone.
and people have actually seen as well now. Yeah.
I know. So, Andy, did you enjoy the show? It was your first one, wasn't it? Did you actually enjoy it? Was it what you thought?
Andy's a spiders, isn't he?
That's it.
Yeah.
The dude with the hat.
That's the one.
Yeah.
The dude with the hat and the massive stick insect that Jess held.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got barged in front of you.
That's the one. Settle down, cat. Come on. So, how is everyone?
Anybody else in the chat that was at the show?
Not from what I've seen, apart from Diana.
Only Hayden, Diana, and Andy.
Yeah. You're not in the chat though.
But I'm here.
He's here. He is an honorary Webber due to the fact that he's in every week.
He's there in spirit.
Exactly.
He's the hijacker.
Yeah, and he's had an awesome day.
Oh,
It was an awesome day. Had an amazing day. Yeah, Andy, it was nice to finally meet you too. It's
I'm
nice.
into the services.
Of all places.
You do what? Sorry.
So yeah,
When we were on his way, we stopped at a services, and I turned around and you just stood there and I just whammed my window down like, oh! You looked around like, but yeah, I am a very wobbly camera.
Greg, it was insanely hot in that show.
Oh, it was
Everyone was saying about it. It was baking. It was uncomfortable at some point.
made me really poorly.
It did. It was so hot.
Yeah, Jess as well. But to the point we come back, we both did COVID tests the next day. Because I thought I'd convince him I'd come down because the kids will be off school all week. They're back in tomorrow because we tested negative. But now,
Well, by the time I got you both home, you both looked like death warmed up.
Oh, I felt absolutely dreadful. It probably isn't because of that, but it didn't help because it was so poor.
It might not be. Hi, Taylor. Yeah, Greg, I think it's because it's the smallest venue out of the lot. Hey, hi, Danielle. And James, or just Danielle.
I think I was a bit more anxious this time because I had Jessie with me. I love Jessie at the show because I knew it was going to be really busy, kind of trying to steer him away from people.
Oh God, yeah.
Lord Francis.
Now the Brighton one, Greg, the Brighton one's actually a bit bigger.
Oh.
The Brighton show. Just I can cope with it.
No. Too much to do this month. Too much to get sorted out, and
it's just getting very expensive. The shows being so close together.
It really is, yeah. Like horrendously.
Sorry, I'm just getting a mod army on right now.
Ah, cool.
So I know there's loads more people that are going to the Brighton one, aren't there? But
yeah, I think so. But no.
But
We
that's
just
no
physically cannot afford Brighton.
You what? Sorry, Ebbs.
We just can't afford Brighton. It's just
no.
This is what I've said. I mean, I'm at Roberts the weekend. We're going away the weekend.
Yeah.
I've got Halloween coming. Halloween's the expensive month for me anyway because it's a thing. And I'm going camping over Halloween. And it's just
It's gonna be crazy, man.
Hi, Joe.
Hey, hi, Jojo.
Joe, how are you doing? From many ages.
We're planning a trip. I just ordered stuff from the spider shop. Was waiting on a private seller for stuff, but got suspicious that something odd was going on. Really? What was that then, Greg?
Oh. Alexi,
No.
Tanya's not feeling very well. She says she is popping. She is coming on, but I don't know
No, she's a bit
when or
poorly.
for how long. So
Hey, hi Maurice.
there's also
Normandy cheese
Normandy
and
cheese
wine.
and wine. Is that
Random.
related?
Yeah.
Or is it just random?
Yeah, Brighton is literally like 2 days before Pumpkin's birthday. So
Yeah. Hayden, you've always been a spanner.
What date is Brighton?
24th, I think.
yeah,
So that's the weekend
24th
before
or
Halloween. now.
25th.
Yeah.
No, it's the weekend before Halloween. So because I'm going away for Halloween, so if I do any sort of Halloween party, it can be that weekend instead. So
Jojo, I'm absolutely knackered. I'm not going to lie.
yeah.
Why you not come to show?
What?
Why not
There's a
Jojo
show-
come to your show?
Don't know. No idea. I think she should. He kept saying he didn't have what I wanted, Scorplings. Then he was selling up everything. Then he told me he was waiting for the Scorplings to grow. Then he announced he was closing his business.
Yeah, that sounds dodgy to me.
Okay, yeah, that really does sound a bit weird.
Who's that?
Greg saying that.
About.
The answer.
Can I be a screwdriver instead?
No, Hayden, you are definitely a spanner.
I've been thinking about things to do with that thing.
Oh, yeah.
I need to go
You're
shopping.
still anti-vaccine, Jojo.
I'm not into the vaccine. I'm still being cautious. Really? Funnily enough, right, there's a guy where I work. Hayden will tell you the same thing. He was adamant. He was calling everybody all these names, everything under the sun for having the vaccine. He is now in hospital on a ventilator with COVID.
Oh,
Yeah. And he was mocking everyone for getting the vaccinations.
Like I said, that's like this week I've been COVID tested, me and Jessie have. And I've actually been, I'm a little bit of a hypochondriac and a bit of a paranoia freak. So normally I would have been hysterical at this point. Because I've been vaccinated, I've kind of been okay about it a little bit. I probably would have gone to a meltdown, but it'd been positive. But
I want to know who this guy is for Greg.
Oh, yeah. Apparently he's in dispute with someone and it's gone to PayPal. All seems a bit odd.
is it a seller we know or just a private person that's...
No, I think he said it was a private seller in the first comment. Most of the people in Wales, I think, that were nervous have COVID, are in hospital, are double vaccinated. Yeah, I mean,
But these are still only people that were high risk in the first place.
yeah.
It's up to you, Joe.
I mean,
This is it.
You have some of my friends haven't had it still. Do you know what I mean? But
To be fair, the amount of crap we put in his bodies anyway.
do you know
Oh,
what I mean?
precisely. I mean,
Body's full of
that's the thing, you
poison.
know. You've had all these other vaccinations through your life. If they were going to do anything weird with these vaccines, they'd have done them by now.
I just think it's for peace of mind for me. That's what I did.
Well, that's the thing with me as well. I do not want to risk catching something like that because, you know, I've got family members that if I passed it on to them, particularly my mum and dad, it would kill them.
Yeah.
So, you know, there's no way I'm going to take that kind of risk. I mean, it's just not worth it.
I mean,
No,
apparently it's going to get to a point where places
Hi,
aren't going to
Diana.
let you in if you're not
Hi.
vaccinated.
that's what Danielle just said over there. If you're not double vaxxed, you're not in. You can't get it. It will be like that.
Oh, yeah.
you know what I mean? So, but
No, Jojo, it's entirely up to you. You know, everybody has the choice and the right to say yes or no, really.
It's just that they want to use it to track me, then they'll get very bored after 10 minutes because I don't do much.
That's it. It's, right, Francis Tustin, he's sitting by that bloody tank again.
exactly.
Oh my God, Andy.
If you want to go in a building, you need to carry a vaccine passport.
The other
Check
worries
every
me is
business
the
door.
next
Do what? Sorry, Jen, you froze then.
Yeah, the next thing, my concern is like the next lot. Oh, do you know? Sorry. So the next round will be Jessie's age. I want him to get him done. My only concern is the fact that I don't want to be ill from the vaccine because come on, I was fine with the first one.
Oh God, yeah. So the first one knocked me out big time. But
He is singing back, Jojo. In the middle of doing.
I can hear it. What is that? What is that about?
I have no idea. Where did that come from? Where did that start?
When they were playing COD on the PS4,
Oh, do you remember you singing that?
they had mic issues, so every time it played up, they sang that to each other.
When they played COD.
Yeah.
Me and Jojo used to play Call of Duty together.
Call of Duty.
Oh,
Call of
okay.
Duty. Call of Duty.
We used to play it together all the time.
Yeah, they played all the time, and then I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I remember this conversation. Yeah.
What I've got in the way.
Life happens.
Yeah, Diana, I was the same. The first vaccination wiped me out.
And now it's just a thing.
It was bloody awful.
Oh, I didn't really suffer with me.
Your eyes weren't that bad.
So when they did go to the Bedford show, did they pick up anything cool?
Yeah, I did.
No explosion.
I
How many did you buy? Loads.
I only
what
got
did you actually buy, Andy? I know you were working, but what did you actually get in the end? I know
Jojo says she stopped paying for her online.
No, okay. I don't really
Hayden got a hell of a lot. I know that.
I do it.
I'm trying to remember what Diana bought. She did show us, but I can't remember.
Diana bought a butterfly. I remember that much. What else did you get? I can't remember now.
Did she buy a butterfly? Because I've seen on Facebook that she didn't list a butterfly on it.
I did think she did. I did see her.
I thought that was the one.
I know she got a mantis and a UV light.
Wasn't that the one thing you went there for, Diana?
I did
Yeah,
see it. Whether the went by the time she got there, I don't know.
Otherwise, wasn't she going to use a? Didn't she phone a spider shop to make sure they had what she had? Not that you could get to spider shop. I didn't get to spider
exactly.
shop. I didn't get to look at the spider shop stand until half an hour before the end.
No, the spider shop stand was awful trying to get to that.
Amy was working on there. I kind of waved at her from a distance, but actually trying to get close to see anything.
Yeah, I know.
You could see the bits where they got like the scorpions or the like millipedes and stuff, but where the actual the section that's got the tarantulas on it, not a chance, you know.
Well,
Yeah, I don't think Tanya's coming on.
No,
I don't think she's well enough.
Tanya's not feeling very well at all. Oh, Diana got giant stick insects instead. Ooh.
To be fair, they're probably going to last longer than a butterfly anyway.
Oh God, yeah.
we had one.
Hayden
We had a
says he
butterfly.
got.
I think it lasted about 4 weeks.
No, it lasted longer than it's supposed to. If you remember, it lasted about 6 weeks because we were quite surprised. It's in the frame upstairs, no?
And it was one of the blue ones that's in the frame upstairs that we had.
Oh yeah.
So I was reading Tanya's message. She's not coming on. What did Diana say she bought?
Diana bought giant stick insects.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Hayden got 2 scorpions and 3 millipedes. Andy bought mainly stick insects and a vinegaroon, and he was gifted a centipede. Oh, what a gift!
Yeah, isn't it just?
Bloody
Not really
centipede.
that bothered about any of them. Sorry.
Diana said gave up on the spider shop stand and changed to the mantis stand. Oh, changed to the mantis that was on Craig's head.
Mantis, I think it was the big stick insect, weren't it? The big giant thing.
That's it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gave up on spider shop stand as well, to be fair.
Oh, the spider shop was just trying, you know, it was horrible trying to get to that. Like you say, the last half hour, that was it. Yeah, Maurice, I got the Huntsman, the Cameroon crab spider, which is pretty bloody cool.
I saw it and Rob's going to be all
What, the crab spider?
Yeah, I said to him, then I saw it and I knew he'd be all over.
I saw it. I saw it.
No, I watched your video earlier. I was like,
Oh no, we saw it. We saw it. We saw it, and I was like, "That was spider shop, wasn't it?" Actually, and I saw it, and I really, really wanted it, but I'm trying not to buy anything else that needs no more enclosures because of space, and that's going to need a big enclosure. I was like, "Yeah." Until some whales pop their clogs in.
like we went and bought, and then we came and went. We need enclosures for these.
That's the problem. And I also got a Sticker-Plasteris Nicaraguan gold.
What is that?
So we came home and then suddenly
She just said like a stick of plastic.
I've not even seen that. Like I was looking all day for a Damon Medius.
Yeah.
Tailless whip, and I never saw one.
And we never went to Venomous Visions, did we? We never went to Tony.
And it turns out they were on Venomous Visions.
He wanted a tailless whip. The only place that had it was Tony. The one place that we didn't go.
Tony had loads, didn't he?
No, someone else had them. No, didn't the Mantis place have them as well? One of the Mantis stands had them. I'm sure they did.
I don't know.
He don't go to Mantis places.
What have I missed here?
There you go.
The big
My aunts
friendly
would have
Rob.
actually. I've known my aunts, and I filmed it.
Even if I don't really need to.
Big box. Diana says she'll tell you a big box. Was that
a big plastic box?
Well, a big plastic box, Diana, or a big white one? If it was a plastic one, it's my big girl.
Hey,
Hi,
hi, Jade.
Hi, Jade.
And then it'll be the moss.
The white one was the moss.
Would you drop get any moss?
Oh,
Yeah, Maurice, aunt contraption thingy. So I've just attached it to the little part for now, and once they move into the red thing, then I can move into the big
plastic one.
Yeah. Would Rob get any moss?
Francis said, "Did you get any moss, Rob?"
No, I didn't. I'm gonna go to the woods near me at some point and just go and collect a load.
Hey, the moss in there.
It's gone so far, that moss.
I can imagine there was loads in there.
Oh, yeah.
It's a 3 foot ectoterra animal.
Yeah, it's done. The Sturmey enclosure. It's done. My Newlands enclosure.
Oh yeah.
So, and there's still loads left.
So now I can go get it from the woods, and I do that, but I just...
At our woods, we just can't find it thick enough, can we?
No, and I was just like...
I know we were tempted to get the moss, weren't you? But
yeah.
I know it's going to be safe from them.
Yeah. Like, it's proper good carpet moss.
I'll be getting one at every show from now on.
Fair
to be
enough.
fair, though, the moss, when we go out and collect moss, we collect some pretty good moss. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Well, we get all kinds. We get like the carpet moss, we get star moss, we get like I think it's called badge moss. There's loads of different types we can collect from these one woods, and they are fantastic.
But
We only have little cracky moss here.
oh yeah, how was Cornwall, Greg?
Oh yeah, of course you went away, didn't you?
Yeah.
Jade says, how have our days been? I've been at work in a factory all day, Jade, so mine's been so exciting.
Yeah, I think £10 for that moss were good.
How much?
Tenner
£10.
for that box of moss.
It was a good deal. Like you say, I just thought I can go out and
Well, yeah, if you can go out and get it, then
yeah,
we can't get hold of it. So
no, that's fair enough. I mean,
go for walks in forest and things, you see. So to me, it's like, it's an excuse to do it.
what I need to do is get a load of leaf litter.
I only bought 2.
But you bought 2 pretty damn cool ones, didn't you?
But I did spend over £100 on them.
Whoa!
One of them is technically
Yeah, one of them is technically like we're sharing one of them, but
yeah,
the big one's mine.
Cool.
I've got some decent shots of her as well. She's stunning.
Oh, the pictures you sent us were. I mean, she looked really nice. Really nice.
I've got some better ones than that.
Have you put your vid up yet with them?
No, I need to film myself, but I haven't felt well enough to do it. So, like,
So I've got 3 videos ready to go that I've done this week, but I've had the kids off, waiting to get these COVID test results come back. I've had the time, so like me and Jesse have just been filming all week.
Fair enough.
in fact, I'm going to show a photo and see if people can guess what she is.
Greg says he managed to get petrol on the way home and fell out of his chair. But he wasn't drunk, just as well.
Who wasn't drunk?
Greg, he fell out of his wheelchair, apparently.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh,
I saw something that Peter fell when he was getting into the car.
Apparently, yeah.
And there's been like loads of people complaining about the parking for the show, and
well, the thing is, the car park is just.
The thing is, it kind of annoyed me a little bit. Yeah, but it kind of annoyed me though because Rob lives in Bedford, and I was taking Jesse because of how he is. I was thinking like we could go there, and if it gets a bit much, we could like go out for an hour and, you know, go for a walk on the river or something just to chill out. But there's no way, because if we took the car out, you ain't getting the car back in again.
No, that's the problem with it.
Because people were just
apparently there was parking across the road, but
people just park it anywhere.
Yeah.
Like somebody parked literally like so close to my car, it was ridiculous. Like there was literally like this much room. So I took another plate to see
saying about that.
I'm the same as you, Jane. It pains me to pay for what I can find.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like you say, if you can go out, I mean, me and Jen went out for a walk a few weeks ago, and we got loads of really good leaf litter. And I've used it all now. I need to get some more.
Wasn't it?
That was, yeah. Oh, look at that.
It's not even like 1 minute.
It looks like a pool for me. I know what it is, but
it's so blurry.
It's not looking blurry on here. Come on, people, watching
is such a pretty spider, Ribs. Come on then, people in the chat. What spider is that?
It's just so blurry on the camera. Like I can't even like tap to focus it because it's on the laptop.
It's coming through clear. It's coming through clear on here.
It looks pretty good from this side, Ebbs. Yeah.
No, it's not a Caledonia.
Yeah, it is.
But like,
look, I've been keeping for 30 years. I know what I'm on about.
Jeffrey said Minax.
It is.
It is.
I finally got a Minax again.
And it's a pretty spider.
1 minute. I've just, instead of like minimizing me and putting the layout back properly, I just minimized the whole thing of me. Well, maximized it.
Andy says, is that Uthai Thani?
Yeah, that's what Hella is. This one.
Yeah.
I actually, Amy said that there was
Hella
one on Spider Shop, and I went to go find it and it weren't there.
Who was it we saw had one? Because we saw it. I noticed it. It was.
Oh yeah, we did. Was it?
Oh, you know the one that was right at the back of the room, the other corner. The spider shop were against that side wall, weren't they? If you went in through the doors, and there was someone on the back wall, weren't there, just after the spider shop?
No, that was all moss and stuff, wasn't it?
No, there was. I'm sure there were spiders. No,
No,
you had.
one. Yeah, there was one that had like agents on it and stuff.
Yeah, they had it.
Oh.
They had one because we saw it.
Oh, I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah, so Amy meant that there was one.
No, Amy said that there was one on Spider Shop.
Well, like I said, you don't need another one. You've got one already. And it's not
He's telling me you've already got one. You don't need another one. It's not from you now.
Hey, hi, Jeremy. That's nice to catch up with you at the show as well.
But yes,
Greg?
I got a. Well, it says adult female Minax, but.
I wouldn't have said yours was a adult, not the size of her.
No, she's like a sub.
What's that?
That's the Amelia thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
the little thingies.
Oh, they look so cute, don't they?
You got to love the
They're
little.
so cute. Fluffy with a little boot.
I know. Greg, I don't even think there was a Roatan at the show.
I didn't
I
see a
don't think
Roatan.
anybody had one.
It was very difficult to get to stand, so if they had them, they'd have gone before we even got to them.
It really was. But apparently, Steve Thornton was saying there was the Spider Shop had a couple of unusual avicularia.
Oh,
He had his eye on them before the show started, but apparently they'd already been sold. They were like pre-ordered.
Oh, is that what it was? That's what I saw it on his video. He said he's going to get them,
Yeah.
and then.
So why were they on the table then?
I think they were just showing them off or waiting for the person to turn up.
Maybe it was just something that was in there.
But
The only
Scott.
spider.
Scott at Portsmouth just kept trying to sell me so many things. You're like, what about this? And what about this? And what about this? I'm like, no.
Wasn't it Portsmouth on that side?
No, Portsmouth were on the back wall opposite Creatures from the
Fight
North.
things.
Creatures from the North was the only stand you could actually get to because there's nobody on it.
Yeah, because nobody wanted to go there.
But to be fair, I thought Spider Shop table weren't that good at this show.
Who?
Spider Shop.
I couldn't tell
The
you.
thing is,
I
think they were all limited to what they could sell because the space wasn't there. I mean, the Spider Shop hardly had any enclosures.
Yeah.
A lot of it was like cork bark and like beetles and centipedes and
Yeah.
It was
many tarantulas.
No, it was very different. It was a lot different as well with Tropical Backdrop in there because other than tarantula, you couldn't get enclosures.
No, that was it.
There was one had a couple of those weird glassy ones with the mesh at the back. Did you?
Yeah, you had what was their name? Custom Aquaria were there, weren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you had, like you say, you had them and Tarantula Room. That was it.
Like there were a lot of tables there.
Who was
That I
Jeremy
didn't.
You what? Sorry, Jen.
Was Jeremy working with Tony?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
Was he on Tony's
Yeah,
table? Yeah, I thought it was Tony's table.
he was working with Tony. Yeah,
Did
he
you
was
have a
it.
good day, Jeremy?
And did you get the centipedes you were after?
But we've had somebody on TikTok because he's posting videos on TikTok of these. We've actually had someone ask for when they're going to be available
I've had a couple of things.
Okay.
on TikTok. So,
Hey, that's cool.
A couple of people.
like, you're shooting up on there now, aren't you?
Yeah. 577, mate.
Really?
Yeah.
You
I
only
can't
get
figure.
the other day, didn't you?
I can't figure out how TikTok works. I gave up and deleted it.
I just sit there and just scroll.
Well, I was
I've
talking.
never-
We were talking
never
to Amy
been
at
on
the
it.
show, and she was telling us about that link.
Linktree.
Linktree.
Yeah.
I've signed up for it. Cannot figure out what the freaking hell I'm supposed to do now.
I've done one. I just don't use it.
I can't figure it out for nothing. I'm sorry. how I can get this to work is amazing.
Well, I've made a Patreon as well, and I'm just like, I don't post anything on it. Like, I ain't gonna get Patreons. Like,
you haven't got enough subs to get Patreon, have you?
Patreons you can just do whenever you want, but it's members
Can you?
that are, you gotta have.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Oh,
I didn't
nice
know.
one, Jeremy.
Patreon's a different website altogether.
But what I'd say about Patreon and membership and all that kind of thing is a whole lot more than it.
Yeah, it's just a lot of work, extra, and like,
Because you've got to give bonus content.
I mean, I ain't even been able to post on mine for a while, so
Jeremy said he picked up a centipede from Tony that was some of the first imported into the UK.
What is it? It's not actually here, the two from there. So.
I'll tell you what I did see. A lot of people were selling were Ethmostigmus, the centipedes, that genus, Ethmostigmus. And that's the one, you know, that Bugs and Biology, that's the one he's always going on about, because he keeps Ethmostigmus because they are Australian centipedes. Some of them are native to Australia. Oh, nice one, Hayden. His double shield mantis has molted again.
Greg says to drop him a list of the slings that we will have available. But I think it's just some tigers, isn't it?
At the moment, but I can't
So,
say too much right now, but there will.
yeah, at the minute it's just some tigers, Greg. That's all we've got, really.
Scolopendra species Nicaragua, believed to be a viridis locale.
That means
Sounds nice. If I actually knew what you were on about, Jeremy, I'd. I don't have a clue. I mean, centipedes. I know what a scolopendra is, obviously, but meh. The rest of it, I have absolutely no clue, mate. I'm not clued up on the centipedes because they're not something I'll ever keep.
Jay just said she had a membership at Cancer before the month was up. I got too weird. I couldn't give enough bonus to make it worth it.
I feel like Jade could have made a fortune with that one.
Yeah, I mean Jade's.
Oh God, yeah.
Jade's got big numbers, hasn't she? I don't know what she's got.
Yeah, Jade's got a lot more subs than any of us lot. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, you couldn't make a killing with that.
Jade's got more subs than I've got hopes and dreams.
Did you hear that?
Francis, you only have one hope and dream, and that is to keep all the Belfory.
Exactly.
Have you got Patreon?
I'm surprised we didn't get a Balfouri at the show.
Hey, hi, Gav.
And now I'm planning on it.
Hi, Gav.
I'm surprised. Jay, do you not get sponsored from Snail people to advertise their products and stuff? I thought they'd be like.
Surprised.
Claude
I'm surprised Jade hasn't had Snail people contact her to make them some sort of mix up.
I didn't even know she did membership. I never got told about it though.
Yeah, Jeremy, I think centipedes look cool. I think they look. Some of them, I think the colours on them are amazing. It's just they scare the crap out of me.
Yeah.
Even though it shouldn't.
Yeah.
Said the same about the cartel note. We went and affected it into my PayPal for the website.
Yeah.
Which is all fine. So I don't understand why it's failing the payment.
You don't get contacted by Snail people. I am so surprised by that.
The thing is, your content is so informative. It's on the next level of. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, it's seriously educational. It really is. I mean, you know, you can learn, but from watching Jade's videos, you can learn so much from them.
Jade, is there any way to stop my snails from having eggs? Getting eggs.
Split them all up.
Oh, I've got more. I meant to call them today. I've got to do it tomorrow.
No, actually, then got enough snail.
I actually saw a snail muncher tarantula at the show, and I was really I was gonna get it, but by this point I'd spent out and I was broke.
This is what I'm saying.
So you see one then?
Yeah, Jen, I've been saying this to Webbs. I saw it, and then just as I saw it, and I was going to pick it up and look at it, someone distracted me, so I've turned around, and then I forgot all about it and did it, and I can't for the life of me remember where I saw it, how much it was, and I've been trying to find them because I want to contact them and buy it. But I
It
can't
was
remember.
20 It was
It was-
20 quid.
It wasn't on the stand that had all the mantis.
No, I think it might have been that. Was it that SPA spiders?
Because I contacted them. Somebody
Spa
said
spider.
that it was spa
It
spiders.
it was a stand opposite the tarantula room, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
Yeah, because I really, really want one because my snails are just doing my nutting. But
Yeah,
Could
Maurice,
I-
that's it, the snail muncher.
I contacted Spa Spiders and somebody said it might have been them because I thought I saw it on the one like to the left of Mantis Den and opposite Tarantula Shop.
That's it.
yeah,
That's it, tarantula room. That's it. That's exactly
Yeah,
where it was,
yeah.
Francis. Yeah.
And I contacted them and they said they don't have any. Not only did they said they didn't have any at the show, they don't have any, and they don't have any for Mictopus at all because they want some for their own collection. And I was like, I know I saw it there.
they 100% saw it because I'm like you. I want all the Mictopus.
Yeah.
Whoever that was opposite, if you can get floor plans or anything like that, whoever
Well,
that
I
was
spoke to
opposite the
Luke.
tarantula room, it's them that had it.
Well, you know Luke. I can't remember his name. He works with Inverse Shows UK
On the
Mhm.
door.
on the door. He
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
the one who said to me that on the floor plan that one that I was on about was Spa Spiders. So I was like, oh great, I'll contact them. And then that's what they said to me, and I'm like, how can you tell me that you didn't have any when I physically saw it?
Yeah, that's a bit weird.
I saw now I'm just baffled because they don't pop up like just here, there, and everywhere. So I said to Ebony on the way home, like it didn't even hit me till we was on the way home, and I was like, oh my god, I didn't go back for the Costly of Vorax. I don't remember what happened. Like I was looking at it, and the next thing I know, someone's distracted me or said something to me, and then I just didn't go back. And I come out of the show, and I'm like, oh my god. So
Yeah, because I said I wasn't getting any spiders until some of my males have gone. I'm not getting any more. But I always have a story if it's for Mictopus. That's what I wanted.
Yeah.
And the freaking snail munch is like a double barrel, double thinking.
yeah.
But I was broke by that point. I'd run out of money. And I was like, yeah, bastard.
The Andy's saying Spa Spiders were across from Clutchstrut North.
It
So
weren't them
obviously
then.
Luke thinks I'm on about the other side of Mantis then.
It was the middle. It was the middle strip.
Yeah,
It
it
was
was across that
it was in
middle strip,
between. It was in between the Mantis Den and the spider shop.
Maybe.
It was opposite the tarantula room.
It was opposite tarantula room, 100%.
I need floor plans really, and I need a list
Yeah.
of. I'll message Leo.
If you find two, let me know.
Yeah, well, it could be hard to find in this one now
It
because
might even.
Double snails.
like I say, like if anyone likes Steph Mictopus and they saw it, I can't imagine that it didn't get sold anyway. But
For 20 quid.
it's a long shot, but I'll have a look.
I was running out of money. I'd run out, very close to running out of money, and I was rushing to get to the what was it called? The raffle thing because Jess.
Yeah.
So what sort of time was it when you saw it? Was it after we'd left?
It was about 3 o'clock because we were literally rushing to get to the
That's it. We were trying to get to the raffle because
And
I
the
wanted to have a quick look at
And the
the
show
clothes.
finished at 4, didn't it?
yeah, it's at 3. It's got to be about 5:10 to 3. I saw it because we were
Yeah.
making our way to
They
the
might
raffle.
have still. I'll try and find out what I can, and we'll
Yeah,
see
because
what-
I wanted to look at the tarantula room, Jen. That's why we went back over there,
Yeah,
and that's when we saw it.
that's when I love Moth Mictopus.
Yeah, Diana, I won a prize at the raffle, and I actually got Jen her little ant,
Might be
That's
wrong. please.
whatever.
Just a
It's a really
single.
cool ant kid. I had to put a post on
Yeah, it
Facebook.
should
I
be
don't
there
know
outside
what
anyway.
it's for.
Just make me a single though, because I don't feel good.
I kind of like need to learn
Yeah, please.
question. Diana said she couldn't see hermit crabs.
There was
There
quite
was-
a few.
Hundreds of them.
But they also want venomous visions.
There
No,
were quite a lot of hermit crabs.
But the place where we got my Minax, they had another 2 adult females
Oh,
for the same price.
But the hermit crab, do you know the poor girl who was doing the labels?
Is that
Oh
Is that what I'm
God,
doing?
yeah.
She was opposite they were opposite the.
sure pretty much when you walked in?
Yeah.
Is that what she was selling? Labels?
Yeah, it was like bespoke labels
Customized
for
labels.
enclosures. Yeah,
Thing is, people could do themselves now, or they can just Etsy it.
yeah.
I felt really sorry for her because when they did the raffle, that was the last thing that was left as well.
I know that was like the very last prize left was hers, and
Nobody was going to a table.
no, I know.
I thought
And
she was a handling table. I didn't realise she was that's what she was doing.
So, like, there was that
No,
table.
it was just literally just stickers.
There was also a
Yeah, that's
table,
it, Andy. They were behind keeper cards. Yeah.
There was also a table next to Portsmouth that literally mainly had curly hairs on.
No, you said
That's
that.
right.
You said that. Then we went there and they had loads of stuff.
They didn't have many on their table at all. And the thing is, they spend like 150, 250 to get a table at the show. And if you're not taking much to sell, then you're not going to make your money back.
No.
So, really, like,
Diana, how long did you stay for?
I don't think she stayed very long.
Because by the time
Danielle
we
says,
Jesse was great, wasn't he?
"Oh
he
God,
was,
yeah."
Jesse looked like he was like clinging onto. Oh, it was done.
He just wanted to go in the playground.
He did.
The thing is, he was going up. He was like leaning on the tables. He wanted to sit down and just look at the spiders. And like Jesse, come up. There's like hundreds of people around you stuff. And they were doing the raffle. He was like really loud on the microphone.
That's
Yeah.
one currently you wouldn't want to buy a Dr. Carl, isn't it?
Well,
The curly hair. Because she'd be like, show us your curly hairs, and he'd probably just whip his beads out.
Was it Books UK?
Danielle says there was a huge crab at their expo, a huge coconut crab for $60.
A couple of shows ago, I think Coney had some really, like, some
Yes.
or on his website, had them up
Didn't-
in small ones.
Didn't Peter pick one up ages ago?
I don't think it was a coconut, was it?
It was.
I know
Yeah.
someone's had one. I can't remember who it was.
I just saw my name.
But here they were like 200 quid.
I know.
Right,
Transhadan had one, didn't he? I don't think it was coconut.
yeah, I think it's,
No, that wasn't a coconut crab. Peter picked up
No,
a
no.
coconut crab from one of the shows before COVID.
male, mature.
Which one? Is it female or male?
I've lost track of how many conversations I've had about this tarantula lately.
Andy says Jesse was ace on Sunday, #1 raffle announcer.
He was so
Well, I'll
loud.
tell you what, there was nobody that was ever going to miss a number when Jess called it out.
He was so wide at that point. Afterwards,
Oh,
he
he
just,
was. He was so hyper. Yeah.
He just went. Yeah.
Hi.
We missed this year with the little girl being poorly, waiting on MRI results. Oh, I hope she's okay.
Her little girl loves me so much and it's so cute. It's like
I remember
when we
that
went to
show.
the Northern show, what year were it? 2019. She got so excited when she saw me. It was just like the cutest little thing ever. Hi, Ben.
Hey, hi, Ben. Yeah, Danielle's got a point. What are you supposed to do with a huge coconut crab? Because them things are enormous.
How's
Yeah,
that?
Jeremy, you could have a crab boil, yeah.
I do remember seeing one of the shows though. I can't remember. I think it might
Tony
be-
had them.
I should probably not do that. I realised I was sat here with my hand in my pocket going, oh!
You're gonna get me banned, man. But yeah, I
You
would
see,
just have crab as a house pet.
Those coconut crabs are all right, but
They
they're-
get massive.
they get huge.
Yeah, they really do.
There is a photo
Hey, hi, Creepy Crawly.
of one holding a knife.
What?
You need a bulletproof room.
You really do need a bulletproof room for a coconut crab because, I mean, they are so powerful.
Creepy Crawley was at the show, wasn't he? But I can't think who the hell it was.
Was he?
Creepy Crawley, you at the show? I'm sure I've seen something on Facebook or.
No,
She
was he at the show?
It was Creepy Crawly at the show. I can't know what the name is.
I don't know who that is. Sorry.
I'm sure I've
That's
seen
fair
it.
enough. That's fair
I
enough, Ben.
can't put names and faces
No,
together.
not you. Okay,
No.
fair enough.
No, Ben, I know there's a lot of hoo-ha about captive bred and wild caught and all the rest of it. And captive bred is always better.
Captive bred.
What are we looking
It
at?
walks round with the knife, like going like.
Oh, right, the
Oh,
coconut crab, yeah.
I have to say, on the subject of captive bred, I don't believe in keeping Hovis in a cage.
Captive bred. Jesus Christ.
That took me a while to. No, that took me a while to click on. I was like, who the hell's Hovis? Why are you keeping him in a cage?
Oh, it's tickling more, sure.
Oh god. Oh yeah, Ben had COVID, didn't he?
Oh,
Or has he
right.
still got it?
Yeah, so couldn't go, could he?
Honestly, like we had to do a COVID test yesterday, didn't we?
Yeah.
We had to do one on Pumpkin, even though Pumpkin didn't go to the show. The only one that's fine among us all is Pudding.
That's me, because me and Jesse were really bad on the Monday. It was me more so we got tested, but it was not the lateral one, it's one you got to go and get sent off. I had my results come back the next day, and I've only got Jesse's back today on the phone 45 minutes chasing it off. Wait, they're both negative, so I thought, God, please, I have to be in contact with this week.
Ben says a lot of his stuff is wild caught, but it can be captive bred. Coconut crabs and other hermit crab species need access to the sea.
Mm-hmm. They don't go to the sea because they can't swim. They can't think. I only know all my coconut crab information from Oxnauts.
Of course you do.
Gav likes
It's amazing, isn't it?
One of the baby coconut crabs.
You know what? It's too big.
Jesus, Ben.
That was horrific.
What?
I'm a dad now. I'm allowed to tell dad jokes.
Ben got bitten by his huge white leg centipede.
Oh dear.
The venom wasn't
Ben,
that bad, but the mechanical
Stop
damage
putting
was
your hands
immense.
so close to things' mouth.
I swear, the inverts just look at Ben and like, tasty.
Ben's gonna be like that guy that just purposely gets bitten by snakes just to.
Oh, do you know what?
Peterson.
Oh, I cannot stand him.
I love him.
Talk about a drama queen.
Ben's gonna
No,
wake
not-
up tomorrow
Not
with
Peterson. There's a guy that handles like
black
venomous
mambas and
snakes,
stuff like that.
and he purposely makes them bite him to build a tolerance up to
And
it.
he can survive a black mamba boy because he's
Oh,
over
there's-
years. He's been doing it.
There are people that do that, yeah.
Yeah.
They're generally called idiots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think because Ben's got bitten by the centipede, he's going to wake up tomorrow with lots of legs and some mandibles.
Absolutely.
Trying to
Is that
catch
the one that he put on Facebook with him holding it? Was it Facebook or Instagram?
Who are we talking about?
Ben. I'm sure
I've
it
got no
was
idea.
Ben that I've seen on Facebook or Instagram holding a centipede.
Well, that was silly.
Was that?
Jay said about the crabs, they need varying salt levels and recreation and migration and moonlight. Crab Central
guys.
Station on YouTube has been
Have a nice
breeding
night.
some captive bred hermit crabs, which people
Rocky.
thought was impossible.
Rocky Mountains.
No, you've seen that.
Oh, good night, Danielle.
No.
Good night, sleep tight. Sleep like the bed bugs bite.
Ben says he's immune to ethmostigmas venom. Yeah, all right then.
Oh God.
What?
If Spider-Man gets superpowers, realistically, I should be God.
Really.
Can you imagine, like,
Centipede man.
centipede man? So he like
Oh, yeah.
mutates and
There's
just
your-
like
there's
gets
your lots of
longer
legs and
has, like,
mandibles.
legs.
And he can literally escape from anywhere.
But honestly, like,
That would have to be one of Centipede Man's powers, literally able to escape from anywhere.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And if he bites you, you're going to be in a world of pain.
Oh, I hate my centipede.
Be like Thanos now.
No, I know a lot of people like them, but no.
Oh, I hate mine with a passion.
Oh, that thing's insane. Give me the Huntsman any day of the week.
Mate, one there.
he wishes. Imagine turning into a centipede. Look.
Oh, do you remember the tiny little black spider we both bought ages ago now? What was it?
Yeah.
Ethnacia species negros.
Mm.
Mine survived. No, it died.
Oh,
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know.
I noticed a couple of weeks ago the molt. I thought it looked like a molt, but I wasn't sure if it was molt or not. So yesterday I thought, I haven't seen it for ages. We tested it and it's popped clogged. And my trap door as well.
What size did it get to?
Couldn't tell you. Don't see it. It's got to be better. I reckon better size of a 50p piece.
Jeez,
Maybe.
that's really slow then.
Yeah. Considering it was one of the first shows we went to.
My Negros didn't
It was
even
the
make
first
it
show I
past
met you.
past the tiny sling.
No, mine died. I was gutted as well.
Because I got one free from Andy.
That's where we bought ours.
Yeah, we got it for £1.
No, I went to Andy's. I went to Andy's and picked some spiders up, and he actually gave me one of them as a freebie.
I didn't know that one. But yeah, I've kept it a bit now. It's done now.
Oh no, Jade, which snail?
Yeah, Greg, I agree with what Jeremy's just said. With the
Yes.
no,
what?
Yeah, I know.
no,
Not that predatory snail.
yeah.
Oh no!
Yeah, I agree with what Jeremy said as well. Just having them at the top.
Oh no, Jade. Sorry.
Sorry, I had to interrupt for the tragedy, but I agree with Jeremy, Greg, with the front opening.
Or what I did is I got one of those what do they call them, the deli cups. I did it upside down, put a hole through it, so then I attached the bottle, the lid off, and it's now off. It's basically the cup upside down.
Yeah, that was a good idea, Jen. That worked really well.
The one that I have, you know, the one with the red butt,
Yeah.
it started trying to dig, but now it's on this, up on the top again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I found like a little hole thing in the bottom where it's like tried to dig, and I'm like, odd. Oh. I mean, I don't really like curly hairs, but they are good to first try.
Curly hairs are so underrated. Albops are so underrated.
Oh.
Sorry. Shut up, you.
Pubic hair.
They just look like a bunch of pipe cleaners.
No,
put
they
together.
look like a bunch of pubes.
Shh.
They don't.
They are
Lovely.
such a cool spider.
I caught mine on its back today doing its sperm havoc.
Oh yeah.
loading itself back up again. Like, mate, I've got to get your legs.
Mine's in pre-molt. Her abdomen has gone jet black now.
No, mine desperately needs a mate.
Greg, I'll send you a photo of mine when I next go down there if you want. It's nothing major, it's like, but I'll send you a picture anyway so that you've got references.
Oh, Jen, I said I hadn't seen my wandering spider for over a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's molted. She was out this morning.
Bigger.
She's bigger now.
You were looking at them again that show, weren't you?
What?
She's about
Soleil.
4 inches.
I got one. A Soleil.
Which one?
No,
it was?
mine's that Madagascar one, the Viridaceus.
Oh, I picked up a tiny little Soleil again at the show because I had one before and I loved it.
Yeah, I picked one of them up at Bristol.
A lot of people say that the LPs, that they don't like LPs either, but I love my LP.
No.
Well,
I
Ebs
like
loves
it.
LPs.
I like them.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the spiders that people think are boring and too, I don't know, like beginner species. I think they get a lot of a bad rap from people, and undeserved.
I love my album. I don't care what anyone says.
I do. I mean, she's about 5 inches now, mine, and she's stunning spider.
Hi, Amy.
Hi, Amy.
Jamie, how'd the parents sound like?
Suzanne.
Mine, but
Neighbour, innit?
didn't work. Have you recovered, Amy? Because you look dead on your feet.
Oh God, yeah. The end of the show, you were knackered, weren't you?
Where did Millie Rock get a mouse from?
She got it from Callum.
My favourite part of that show that day was seeing Minnie Rock behind TSS, and as I walked past, she was like arranging tarantulas and stuff on the table, and she just looked up at me and goes, "Don't worry, I'm making sure they're all in line." I was like,
I said to her, she got me like, nothing to do.
I saw her. She just showed me this. I've got a mouse. I'm like, freaking hell does that come from? I thought, please God, say that's not food for one of Amy's things.
Oh yeah, Tinny made me laugh when we went up and we were speaking to him, and then there was this millipede just like escaping. And he picked
where
it
have
up.
you come from?
He picked it up like he was so disgusted with it. He was like, "Where are you from?"
Where have you come from?
But apparently he's not that into him, is he, Amy? So.
Oh, there you go, Jen. Jeremy says it was
Yeah,
really easy. His male drummed.
But I mean, I've got 2 millipedes that, well, the
I love
millipedes.
my millies.
I think millipedes are cool.
Pumpkin like.
Again,
I'm
it's-
like, we'll take her down and put him on Miranda. She's like,
Hey, hi, George.
"Hi."
No, millipedes are something that I like, again, but I wouldn't keep.
I really like them. Some they bury you don't see for ages. I mean, but the ones that are out, I think they're good for they're good kid pets. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, they really are, because they're completely harmless, and the kids can interact with them.
They are harmless, they don't have any.
Jeremy, nice. Vegan centipedes.
Oh, Jeremy, that's brilliant. That needs to be on a t-shirt.
It really does.
That's
What
got to
was
be on a
that?
t-shirt. It's class. That is.
Jeremy says millipedes are vegan centipedes.
Genius.
Amy, you can have mine if you want them.
Yeah, they're nice.
Mini
They're,
rock, I love them.
like you say, they're cute, but nah, not for me.
Oh, I love mine. Do. Thing is, I like the millipedes and the beetles and everything because they actually do a lot more than the tarantulas do.
Oh,
They
oh
do
yeah, I
that.
mean the tarantulas. you know, that they only sort of come to life at night, don't they? That's the thing.
You can't bloke when you feed them.
James says he finally sent out his passport paperwork today, so going to start planning his BTS journey. Hey,
Yeah, okay.
nice.
Oh my god. Yeah,
And you-
no.
Amy, are you going to do Brighton with Spider Shop as well, or?
Ben, excuse me if I'm being a bit thick here, but what the hell are salpid? I can't even say it. Salpidobulus. For a minute, Ben, let's just pretend I know nothing, and you've got to tell me what they are. Yeah.
Cartoon Maggie's free.
Hey, hi, Moon.
Amy.
I mean,
George says he thinks Scolopendra make great first invertebrates for kids. Yeah, why not?
all right.
Yeah, it's
They're
fine. Just
pound like
just
kids.
let it run up your arm into your
Hi,
t-shirt.
Moon.
Don't move.
George, were you actually at the show?
Yeah, he was, but we missed him.
Marvelous medicine.
No, he messaged me, but he messaged me asking me what it was like.
Night,
He messaged me
Angela.
again,
Say bye to
like,
her.
could have read like he wasn't there. But then I
No,
saw
George was there because he messaged me and he said, he said he saw that we were talking to someone. He didn't want to interrupt. I said, well, next time just barge in.
Yeah, I saw that and it completely confused me.
Ah,
Oh.
right. Salpidobulus Papua New Guinea toxic millipedes. Oh my God! A species that has a chemical that burns through rubber gloves and skin.
I want them. I want to throw them at people.
Wow. Okay then. Bugger. Toxic millipedes. Nice. I want some of them.
Oh, no, Baba. Bless. It's so cute. Oh. But yeah, I want the millipedes so I can throw them at people.
I just wear my gloves and cuddle them.
Train them and be like, attack! Imagine.
Like a Pokemon power. Millipede, go now!
Millipede, I choose you!
Have I gestured all week? I've been Pokemon to death.
Oh, don't talk about
Imagine.
Pokemon. Somebody has an unhealthy
Corymmus
obsession
species
right
give
now.
off. Jesus Christ, Ben, where do you find these things? Corymmus species give off cyanide.
He told you he's built up his superpower.
Are you actually keeping inverts or planning world domination?
Question. If I acquire enough of them, can I, do damage?
Probably, if they give off cyanide, yeah. George, that crab spider is doing well. It's a phenomenal looking thing.
Mm-mm.
I just don't ever want to open the enclosure again.
Oh, God.
Is that the enclosure that you did at Versi?
That's it.
Yeah. Can I
So
be
I
Jen,
saw.
Jen, you can feed it this weekend and you can feed the Sturmy as well because she needs her first meal now.
Has she come out yet?
No, she ain't come out yet, but she's kind of sitting on the edge of her hide now. And she is bloody massive.
Gav, I want to know why you've been sniffing them.
What? Look, Ebbs, what other people do at the
Got
weekend
bored
is
during
their own
lockdown.
business. So next time you see anyone like at the shows, if you see someone pick a millipede up, string it out and go, it's Gav.
Oh, Jesus.
Imagine.
Just doing a line of giant banded purple.
You did like those people that have the cigars though. Good.
Yeah. Next they'll be telling us what they taste like.
Poison's local town.
Meg, I couldn't tell you because like, all mine are dropping like flies again. The only one that's still alive is the big one.
The millipedes.
Mantis.
Oh. See, my giant Asian that I bought is going strong. But the little one that I bought from the show, because Jessie held the big one, it's not eating, it's just sitting there, not doing a lot. I'm like, oh.
See, I've found if I get them when they're little, I struggle to keep them alive. Where the bigger ones, I don't struggle.
See, because this one,
you know, the bigger ones that much longer.
Jen, I found out the name of the trader. I'm just going to message him.
Who was it?
Oh, cool.
Clayton Patilla.
Oh, right, really?
He must be an independent.
Yeah, he was.
Trader.
Yeah.
What did he say?
Clayton Patilla or something like that.
Clayton Patilla, yeah.
Lastly, obviously he'll have floor plans and stuff, won't he? But I'm going to try and find out contact information. I'll let you know how it goes.
Yeah, Hayden seems to be doing really well with these mantis.
I found the one that lasted the longest for me from like a nymph was a ghost mantis.
Ghost mantises are hardier though, aren't they?
You can see, I did that. I kept one because I got one. I think it was the entomological show, the first one I worked at with JP.
You just read Amy's.
Bless her. Lee gave me a rock of free mantis for helping, and she chose the one with 3 legs because she felt sorry for it.
That's so sweet.
I would probably do that as well. So, what would you say about your mantis, Robert?
Yeah, I had a ghost mantis and a flower mantis, and I got both of them from JP when I worked with him at that show, the entomological show, when I gave you the Versi. And the flower mantis died off pretty quick, but the ghost mantis basically made it all the way to adulthood and, you know, died of old age.
Yeah.
Yeah, ghost mantis are pretty hardy. If I can keep one till it dies of old age, I'm pretty sure you can, Greg.
Yeah, my ghost one lasted quite a while, but my orchid mantis that they got me, it didn't last very long at all. It's so pretty. But mantis that don't last that long, that's why I thought I'd get it from tiny and get it to grow. But now I wish I'd actually bought the bigger size up.
That's the only problem with mantis. You have them a year if you're lucky. Wow. Creepy Crawley says he's... Go on, Jem.
No, I was going to say, it's a dead leaf that I've got.
Yours is the giant dead leaf, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Gav, are they the glass mantis?
The what?
I'm going to sneeze in a minute, by the way.
Glass mantis?
I feel it coming. Yeah, Gav's got some glass mantis.
Oh, okay. There you go. George says his go-to mantids for beginners are the giant Asian and dead leaves. You can't fault them, and they're absolutely bomb-proof.
See, like the only one that seems to be doing well is my big African one, and I don't think it is African anymore. Don't know where it is.
Okay.
I spoke to the woman that runs Mantis Marvels that Jade got my mystery box from. And I can't remember what she said it was. She was there at the show as well, and I didn't even know until after.
Oh.
Jade says her dead leaf lived for 1.5 years for a male.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah, my giant green Asian about that big now, but my dead leaf's about is this. So because we're not Emily, so I got the smaller one, so I bought the bigger one. But
Gav says it's a Congo green.
Bro, she thinks is African, but not sure what. So The photos aren't very clear because she doesn't like to stay still.
They never do they? There he goes. Hayden says Herbert must be about 1.5 years now.
Who's Herbert?
His giant, is it giant Asian, Hayden?
How big
It's
is
a
it?
male. Oh, it's pretty big now.
I was hoping Mitch was going to be at the show this week, and he wasn't there.
No, he hasn't been at any of them yet.
No.
Ben
What's his
says his Scolopendra Tahani enclosure is littered with the remnants of old mantis that have passed on due to old age.
He's fed him then.
So do you mean you fed them to the centipede, Ben, or you've had them communally?
I've watched your videos, Hayden. I just don't remember anything.
I don't watch them.
Is that the one on the mystery box, Jade? Because he didn't actually say much about it on mine.
Mitch was at Doncaster, apparently.
We get the mantis that
Oh,
are meant to be like hardy
He
ones.
got COVID at Doncaster.
I have made contact.
That's where he thinks he caught it from, yeah.
Did you have to tell them all the list of people that you'd seen then?
Maybe.
Because I was dreading.
Oh, okay, Ben. He feeds dead ones to the centipedes because they will scavenge as well. Well, that's at least not being funny, but seems a bit gruesome. But at least you're giving them a purpose, even after they have dead. You know, even after they have died. I know a lot of gecko breeders that will feed like runts and, you know, geckos that they know they aren't going to make it to other animals.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it.
George, I've never kept them. Don't suppose anyone has any tips on keeping whip scorpions. The person you want to speak to is Jade.
Because I
Just
had a whip house. I kept it in the arboreal setup, and it literally just stayed with behind the cork bark. I never saw it eat. I never saw it eat. Never moved.
Someone was telling someone about what I can't remember what it was, and they were saying to keep them like really damp.
See, I kept mine half and half because there was like mixed reviews about what you do with it. But it just stayed on this piece on this the back of this cork bark. It had plenty of space, and I never saw it eat. I tried it. Me and Jessie tried it with so many different things.
They are very shy.
It was just they're
Hi,
awesome.
Maz.
George says he has plans to keep the whip scorpion in a communal 45 cubed Exoterra. Ben, you know more about this sort of kind of stuff as well, didn't you?
And they're arboreal as well, aren't they? So.
Mm.
Can you keep
TSS have them living in the toilet at TSS.
That's right.
They have loads of cork tubes and everything on the walls in the
Oh, so
toilet.
not
That's
actually
it.
in the toilet.
Not in the toilet.
That
but
looks really cool.
It went viral on the internet.
That's it.
I've seen
There you go,
that.
Jade.
Yeah.
Jade says
Have
just
a
make
few-
sure they have dark spaces. They can't climb smooth surfaces, so best to put stuff on walls and lid so they can hang on. Don't do well with the cold either. It has to be 23 plus. Wow.
Yeah, so you know, like them cork backgrounds you can get.
Yeah.
A lot of people use them on the sides of the enclosures and then put like tubes and stuff for them to climb and hide in.
Oh, okay.
Because they're really shy, like they like to hide and stuff.
I wonder if that's probably a good thing. I had a big piece of cork bark and it's like a half tube, and it went behind that, and I had 2 pieces on the side, but the whole thing wasn't covered. But
I think a lot of people get them because they look cool or creepy, whichever way you want to look at
Oh,
it.
they get them
And they think, because they've seen him in Harry Potter, and they think they're going to see them a lot, and they're going to be out, and they're going to look cool. They don't. They hide like most of the time.
Well, I remember Gar doing a setup on one, and he literally put loads of slivers of cork bark because he knew they like to go in between these bits of cork bark to feel secure. Yeah.
So if you think about it, how like
what I put my back balance mine on.
Jeremy says most whips need to be kept humid too.
Yeah, Jade.
I saw someone recommended keeping like a cooler water underneath them.
I think they're really cool.
I love mine. I was just
See, they do nothing for me. Them vinegaroons, they just do absolutely nothing for me.
I wanted to get one from the show, but I mean, I could order them from Tony, but I don't want to pay postage now.
the thing is,
No,
Jessie really wanted the vinegar room. And I was just like,
I don't like them.
No, they I know they're they're kind of like a scorpion, aren't they? But they do absolutely nothing for me.
I've seen that once they've been mated, they can have like loads and loads and loads of babies. Like they only have to be mated once.
Yeah.
What's Gal said? He's got a couple of
Galeodes, I think that's vinegaroons.
I can't. Them and camel spiders. And
Camel spiders, again, they're fascinating, but they do nothing for me.
Oh, no, I don't like camel spiders.
They creep me the hell out.
Yeah.
I mean, it's taken me a time to get over being terrified of spiders.
You what, sorry, Jen?
What's Dapper?
It's Dapper Exotics. She's a YouTuber. She loves her vinegaroons and things like that. Jade says her vinegaroon's so interesting. It's like a mantis mixed with a tarantula.
Whoa!
Super inquisitive and don't mind going on your hand.
Just sold them a mature cancer release or someone.
Are you joking?
But I think I have a plan because I think that person he sold it to may be interested in something I have. So maybe we could work something out.
Mazda Monday said he's just bought a 60 by 45 by 30 Exoterra for the Sturmy. So Maz, are you a YouTuber? Have you got a channel? Can we sort of follow you anywhere to see this enclosure being built?
Francis, have the little ones gone?
Little one.
The Cochlear's Vorax.
Actually, a Vorax. I was thinking, I'm speaking to this bloke and Lee at the same time, and I told Lee that I needed to find a mature male Cancerides. And he just said, he turned around to me and goes, I just sold one to somebody. I was like, no!
Where was it?
I'm rob this person. Arachnophilia's got one, but he's going to pair his female first, and so I'm going to wait and see what's happening with that. But obviously, after what happened with my male and with my female, I'm hoping his goes a bit better than mine.
Francis, message. Oh, Jesus Christ, I can't remember his name now. Wrigley's, Julian.
Yeah.
Because me and Jem went to Wrigley's a couple of months back now, and he had loads and loads of Cancerides.
Oh, yeah, he did.
He had loads of them.
Yeah. You've got Julian on Facebook.
Yeah, I've got Julian on Facebook, so I'll drop him a message. See, it's not what we know.
Message Julian, mate. He had loads of them at one point.
Amy, I'll blame Amy. It's completely not Amy's fault, but just because she worked on TSS's table at the show, she should have known. She should have stopped Lee. She should have got me that Cancerides male. It's all Amy's fault.
Absolutely.
And the youth
I'm just looking you up now, Maz.
You've got to itch you up.
Oh, me too.
Tarantula Sophie. Ah, Dave at Mazda Monday. There you go. Right, I'm following you now.
Oh, they've got TikTok as well. TikTok. Sorry, the other day.
I don't.
Yeah, Amy,
But
you should know
I'm now
by me.
following you on
Everything
Instagram,
I
Maz.
need and sort me out.
He says, is your female ready?
Yeah, she's literally
Favourite
just killed my male.
Me
in
too.
pairing.
I'm following you too.
I don't think she didn't try and eat him, but they're known for
She
their
had like a food
aggressive.
response.
Yeah, they're known for their initial aggressive response, and she literally caught him with her fang. She didn't bite him; she just caught him. But I think, but he died a couple of days later.
Oh,
Oh, I know what you look like now. You got pinky
Okay,
purple.
but then I'd be very nervous because then I've definitely got to keep it alive because my females
You
are
might
bitch.
just have to take them out.
Yeah, I'm gonna pair next time. I'm gonna pair him in a larger
Breeding tub.
open tub because she just comes like the male just made his way towards her burrow, was drumming and whatever, and they're just notorious for the initial response is normally quite aggressive. And she'd done it a couple of times, but she never tried to eat him ever. But it's just this one time she came out and they kind of collided, and I think a fang caught him. It was literally just a freak accident. But yeah, a bit of a pain in the ass.
Okay, so Maz, are you called Maz, Dave, or Sophie?
Yeah.
On
That's
Instagram, it's
fair.
Dave, Maz, and Sophie. So I'm not sure if it's a couple of them. Or...
Yeah, Amy, I could not find that with her fanny anywhere. I
say
scoured
that's
that
weird
table
because
after you told me that
we
you'd seen
saw it.
one.
The what?
Hella, the other Hella.
Yeah, we saw it.
You don't need another one.
I said to her, "Have you seen a Hella?" And she's like,
Yeah,
"Oh, what?"
Francis, next time someone says that to you about a Balfouri,
Balfouri communal. You put these Utaisanis together. You're not going to end up with a communal. You're going to end up with a dead spider or two dead spiders.
true.
It's all right. I've got a Minax.
Yes, I'm happy with that as well. I'm happy with that as well. Arachnophilia.
Yeah, I've got my Minax, but I've not seen it in a year.
But mine's out all the time.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, the one that you gave me.
Yeah, yours
is
there all
out
the time.
constantly.
Says you could buy him, and then if he survives, I'll buy him.
Yeah, or I'll just buy him, and if he survives, I'll just give him back. You don't have to buy him back. If that's what you want to do, I'll buy him. But then if he survives my female, then I'll just give him back.
Just message him.
There you go. Maz says, me and my partner, Tarantula Sophie, run Instagram. It's kind of confusing.
So you're Maz then.
Just collectively. Just
Which one do I want a name? I need to know information.
See, this is the thing. Like, you're gonna get mature males, and like, there's gonna be loads of people with the females that you want, but they're not gonna want to part with them.
Amy, good luck finding that.
Oof. Do you know what? Finding males at the moment of a lot of things seems to be ridiculous. And when people do have males of certain species, they just don't want to part with them.
No. I'm pretty sure that my Nandu Colorativillosus is male.
See, I'm not going to lie. I didn't like if my male had survived. I didn't want to part with my male Canceroides because I know how hard it is to find them. But if he'd done the job, then I probably would have done.
But we had also had him for a long time as well. So, like, that was another factor of, like, not wanting to.
There you go. Maz says they send all their mature males out.
Ooh. Do we need any males?
I don't know off the top of my head.
Like Scott was trying to get us to buy an electric blue pair.
And I kind of wish I hadn't. Even though I think they're overrated. Jen.
Yeah.
Oh, Jade says no one
Costly
wanted her.
Vorax guy.
What?
The Costly Vorax guy.
Yeah.
Now manager. He apparently says he thinks he's got some left, but he doesn't post out. So it's like, do you do collection or is it just at shows? He says at the moment it's just at shows. For me, that means I'm not going to Brighton. So if he's there, I'm not. I don't know when I'm going to be able to.
I'm not
Hey,
being
no.
invited anywhere.
I don't even know if he's trading at Brighton, but obviously, so it's not ideal.
No.
Nah, Amy, I remember you saying about that.
We'll just have to try our luck. The next shows we go to, we'll have to just check and see if he has got any then. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
The best we can do.
We
Amy bought a mature male Emilia.
No, Nandine Collister Velocis.
My agent has molted again today, well, yesterday, but it's quite close to his last molt, so I do seriously think it's male, and I'm going to cry. It's my baby.
They had some Asian pairs at the show as well.
I love this one. I just
Asian
really
pear?
want it. I really want
Oh,
it.
yeah,
Look at them,
yeah.
yeah. They were a bit too small for our liking.
Yeah.
Seen
Because
them?
the last molt, we sexted it. Didn't we? I said it was male. You said you thought it was female.
Ooh,
Right.
I might try and find a female then. I've got a tiny little sling, but I might try and find a female.
I thought you know someone with a female.
I know a couple of people were females. It's just whether these couple of people would part with their females.
That's the problem, isn't it? If people are kind of reluctant to part with females, aren't they?
Yeah. But I suppose
Once
it all
they-
depends on what sentimental attachment you've got to them and or if you're planning to breed at any point. Because some people will say
yeah.
at some point I'll breed, but then other people will say I have no intention of ever breeding. And so it all depends on the person, isn't it?
Yeah, that's true.
Scott also tried to sell me an adult female Metallica. And it were about 150 quid. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, he had about 3 of them, didn't he?
He also had a Cambridge Eye,
Yeah,
What's
that's
this?
right.
Scott, at the show.
Adult female Cambridge.
Yeah, she was big as
Yeah.
well. Not as big
Yeah.
as yours.
My female's big.
But no, the one I bought from
Yeah,
Portsmouth is the one that not a lot of people had heard of,
The tube of
which
plastic.
was that dwarf. Yeah, the sticker plasteris.
Yeah, I've never heard of that one. I looked at it like, a what?
Yeah, I've heard of them.
It's very cute.
It is. It's really pretty.
It's like a little grey fluffy thing, isn't it?
Well, it's grey. It looks grey until you shine light on it, and then it turns gold.
Yeah, 'cause on your video you said, "Oh, look at the gold." I'm like, "There's gold."
Yeah, I'm going to say on the
What
video,
was that?
what looks a bit like a rusty colour, doesn't it?
What was that?
It says sticker plasteris Nicaraguan gold.
I've heard of the Nicaraguan gold, but I've never heard of the genus.
No, I've heard of the genus, but
Look at
I've
the
never
marked
ever seen.
gravy.
I've never seen people selling them.
I sold a female Hamori raised from 1 centimetre sling. Not sure if I'll get it. You mean in your lifetime you've seen a Hamori sling reach adulthood? Jesus, how old are you?
She's a vampire.
Jade is actually 416 years old.
She must be.
Oh, it had super growth.
What were the T-Rexes like in real life?
Did they really have feathers?
That's it. And did they really have to use those like extendable claws on?
We should have asked all this to that guy.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Amy's super old as well.
Yeah.
Amy, you and Jade, you both look really good for to say you were around with T-Rex.
They're drinking the blood of small babies. That's what it is.
Yeah.
There's a joke in there, like 2 ladies and T-Rex in a bar. And these 2 are the 2 ladies. It wasn't fully grown, and I wasn't sure if it was definitely female. Okay.
But it was sold as female. Okay.
So Jade was only around like towards the end of the Jurassic period, then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, talking about sexing tarantulas. That molt you posted,
Yes.
that is not female, man.
You know,
No,
That-
I don't think it. Looking at the spider
it's
as well,
male.
I don't think it's female.
That molt
The
really
amount
broke
of
the
people-
internet.
The amount of
It's
people
too
that
leggy.
female was ridiculous.
It's too leggy.
But
For
the
a
thing
start.
was, that post literally divided the entire internet. It was like male, female, male, female,
I
male,
know.
female.
I know.
it's
Poor
because
Rob must have just sat there and been like, so what we can conclude from this is nobody has a clue.
knows.
That's it. What we can actually get from this is it's either male or female. One of the two.
does it actually have a flap? It looks like on the picture. It looks like a flap.
But I'm not
Yeah,
sure
but
it
there's
is.
no-
It's a spermatheca that you got to look out for. Isn't
There's
it?
none of that.
And the thing is that the tarantula now is big enough that you'll be able to see them, and you can't.
What tarantula is it?
It's a Nandu coloratulosus.
Nandu coloratulosus. That's a mouthful, isn't it? That.
That's the
really
one that
is.
Chase is selling,
Have you
isn't
not
it?
seen my video?
That's
I always called it Colorado.
the one.
I'll call it the Colorado. Oh, for fuck's sake, can you just get a shorter name?
Have you put a light behind it?
I've tried. You cannot see any spermatheca. You can't see them.
Spermatheca.
It's got to be male then. Got to be.
It's got to be.
I said to you before it was male. It's so leggy because
It
my-
really is. It's even now. It's such a leggy spider now. It identifies as broccoli. Well, it may well do.
Actually, Rob.
Tanya has got some
she's
sort
got
of.
a
It's the world's first non-binary tarantula.
I can just imagine Gav saying that with the little head wobble and the click and everything. It identifies
Absolutely.
the broccoli.
Yeah.
Actually, Rob.
Do you know, I can imagine. Do you know the what's it called? The
Or in a broad Yorkshire accent as well.
Yeah, that's it.
do you know the Snapchat things with the broccoli?
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah.
Deltas.
I just transfer with the broccoli head going.
Hermaphrodite.
Because my male Coloratulosus is really big and fluffy.
Oh God, yeah.
No, I'm convinced that's a male.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is, Ebbs.
Yeah,
If you
it's-
actually saw the spider, you'd say yes, 100%. It's just too leggy.
You'll know if it goes fluffy.
thing is, my male is fluffy. It looks like a big
Oh.
female.
Jen's male is fluffy as hell, yeah,
It looks like a big female.
but it is 100% male because it's hooked
A
out, isn't it?
lot of males do go really fluffy though, don't they?
Yeah.
Like that sun tiger, he was like.
Oh, that
clean
he
as
was
on
fluffy
steroids.
as anything, wasn't he?
Oh.
I don't know what it is about them. They just go absolutely mental. Than males.
Oh God.
Well, yeah. I mean, the only male I had that was calm was the Chromatus.
Mine was the Avic.
The Chromatus was pretty chilled out. I'm trying to think what other mature. No, my mature male.
Golden knee that we had.
The Gamasala
Yeah. He was pretty chill, and then he
Yeah.
molted
matured.
and changed.
Yeah, and he was pathetic though. Tarantula Dan, if you've ever heard Tarantula Dan tell the story of the of these tarantulas, you'll know this was the most pathetic mature male in the entire world. So much so that he eventually realised how pathetic he was and just ran into her fangs and just, take me! And got eaten.
He lasted a long time, though, didn't he? He lived a long time.
Yeah, because he was so scared of the world, he just hid from everything.
My
And then I bought another one, and that's male as well.
my worst male is my Balfouri. My mature male is a bastard.
Oh, that thing is nasty.
It is insane.
But my
I've got so
my
many males.
mature male OBT was one of the calmest spiders I've ever had.
Yeah, ironically, my male OBT was.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I only ever had one threat pose off him, and that's because I startled him with some food.
No, my Minax doesn't like me, does she? She was fine when we were rehousing her. She was a bit skittish, and then I opened the lid to see if she'd gone into a hole, found a hole, and she was. Before I'd even lifted it up properly, she was threat posing.
See, I don't see my Minax. It's got two holes, so we're constantly looking at both holes at the same time. I kind of put a cup over one hole, so I can just deal with one side. But yeah.
But my worst tarantula for threat posing and things like that is my bleeding vagans.
Yeah.
She's nasty.
Once they mature out.
Yeah. But she's female, and she has turned into the bitch queen.
The shop's nearly 3 hours away.
She's female.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
My vagans is female, 100%.
We'll just see what tomorrow brings.
Do you live near Wrigley's?
I don't live too far from Wrigley's.
It's nearly 3 hours from us. Julian's going to have a look and get some photos for me tomorrow. He reckons he's potentially got 3.
Oh.
So
Just thinking if he doesn't post.
Which Wrigley's is this the close one?
Leighton Buzzard, I did imagine.
This is the one we went to with the venomous snakes in it.
But obviously, it all depends on size and whatever. So
Yeah.
we'll see what tomorrow brings because he's going to have a look for me tomorrow. We'll see what tomorrow brings.
Francis, if you need to get one picked up, mate, I can always do that for you.
You can get it.
I'll drop you a message if I need to anyway, because I'll see what
Yeah.
Julian says tomorrow.
Thing is, I live in Wolverhampton, so if you go and see your folks, come get it.
Because to be honest, even if it turns out that he's only got females, I'll probably still grab one if they're a decent size.
Fair enough, yeah.
Like I said,
Good
that's
day,
why-
No,
We don't
you-
do a post or not yet, do we? So
Well, to be honest, if we don't know if he'd post, but we'll just have to see what tomorrow brings. I doubt they're going to post it though.
If he
So
doesn't post it out, we can get it, and I can either post it up to you, or I'm in Wolverhampton. When you go and see your folks, come pick it up from me.
I'll just have a vision now of my room ending up being Balfouri, all the way to halfway, then it'll be Phimictobus.
Yeah, but that's no bad thing, is it?
Did you know how many species of Phimictobus there was? I did not realise there's as many as there is.
I know there's quite a few.
There's 14, I think.
Wow.
And some of them I'd never heard of and I can't pronounce.
we've got
I
quite
only know the ones that are on the poster.
I think I've got 7 or 8 species now. 7, something like that. But so, and I thought I was doing pretty well. But if there's 14, I've still got a way to go.
I've
Yeah.
got 2
Which ones have you got?
Canceres auratus.
Oh, I've got.
Is that the Cancerides that you got from me?
Yeah.
You still got
Yeah. She's a bastard, but yeah.
I've got Cantherides, Auratus, Cochleavorax, Dominican Purple, South Hispaniola, Achromatus, and then the one I picked up at the show, which I won't say because obviously I've got a video coming up. So 7 species, I think. Yeah.
This is Tanya's
Tom.
favourite, isn't it, out of us, the Tripepes?
Yeah. Tom from Angel and Tom's. That's his favourite as well. Tripepe.
You go to
Yeah,
shows,
I think that matters.
you go to shows where you see cantatas or artists. That's it. You don't see it else.
Well, I think I've got obviously the one I got at this show. I've got at a show. I got the Cancerides at a show. Gav, the legendary Gav of Impossible Inverts, gifted my Oratus, which was awesome. But the rest, I've never really seen, other than the Oratus and the Cancerides YQ, and the one I got the other day, which I was very surprised to see at a show. I don't really see many other Famictopus at shows. So when I saw that one on the table, the Costly of Vorax in day, I was like, what? Like, I think, in fact, that's the first time I've ever seen
them at all, really.
I'd never seen them other than when TSS had them ages ago.
That's what we did. I think it's because I wasn't feeling very well by that point. I was drained. Jesse was bouncing off his rocker. And I was like, oh, look. Oh, I've got no money. I can't get it. Afterwards, I went, I should have just got it. I should have just done it anyway.
My Oratus is too small to sex. No, it's not too small sex. I could probably sex a molt, the next molt, but it's only like a juvenile, I think. So, yeah, that's where I got the Costly of Vorax from, Gav.
I know. I tried to get it.
But that Cancerides you've got that I got that out of a mystery box, and it was literally like tiny, wasn't it?
Yeah. Honestly, if, say, for example, Costly of Vorax particularly, and some of the lesser known species of Famictopus came up on, I don't know, TSS tomorrow, I'd be like whipping my credit card out and I'd be like buying 4 just because they don't come up. Like, I think the last time the TSS had them was I think when I looked, because like if you Google it, it'll come up with, oh, the Spider Shop have them, and then you go on it and it was like years ago. I think that was sort of like 2014 or something like that. Was it?
I think I saw one other at a show. I think it might have been Seas last year or something. But it was so expensive. I was just like, I can't justify it.
Who is it? Is it Robbie? Robbie's Talking Teas. I think he's got one. I can't even remember what it's called, but it starts with a B, and that's quite rare in the hobby. A Famictopus. And apparently I don't know about now, but I think he said when he got it, it was something crazy, like only like the third one of 3 in Europe or something like that.
Why did I think this just said cactus?
I read cactus as well.
Yeah, the Dominican purple. Yeah. I've got a trio of Dominican purple, 2 females and a male.
So you don't need all 3 then, Francis.
You are?
So you don't need all 3 then.
Oh, I do. 2 females for breeding, and then like just a free couple of Dominican purples might end up in Jen's letterbox. Yeah, that's the one, James. What was it called? The Bayahibe.
That one.
Sounds like via eBay.
Buy on eBay. That's where he got it from. He must have got it off eBay. Buy it on eBay. I went to lean forward in my chair, came with me.
See, that's one species I've never kept is Famictopus.
I think they're becoming more popular now, thanks to a lot of it's to do with Tom Moran's videos.
Oh, Orphanacus dichromatus.
My female died.
Hasn't Gav got a male?
Oh yeah, didn't Gav want to breed them?
Which Gav?
Gav is in Gav's tarantulas. Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he might have.
Yeah, I think so.
He had a
too.
pair, didn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
Might be worth messaging him.
Yeah, I've owned 2 Grammosaurus right now, both of them have been male. Only tarantula I want from Silex is Balfouri. Well, watch this space.
Jade says she likes the Viv behind you.
Oh yeah, that's my Mexican black king snakesmith.
Ooh. Oh, is that the one you posted up recently?
Yeah, my Mexican black
Yeah.
king snakesmith.
And now you never see her.
You don't see it, but I suppose that's a good thing because she's happy in there.
Have you handled the new one now?
Only a couple of times. It's
I do
juicy.
like that snake.
It's biting.
Oh yeah.
He hasn't bit me, but
Is it struck?
no. But he said the bloke said he'd been bitten once or twice by it, but not too much.
Can you show it in the box?
I don't think you see it. It might need cleaning, so you can get it out if you want to
Let
try
me
it.
just check.
See, we saw
Stop
black
laughing in my dramas.
we sort of rigged these and we were like, ooh, he's like a freaking
Yeah.
Dalmatian.
You have a
Oh,
boy,
that was-
boy on eBay, Jane.
Such a stunning snake that was. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, Maz, just message him. I'm pretty sure that he's still got a mature male.
Yeah, I think so. Francis, is your hoodie Rocky Mountains?
Yeah, they sent it me as a gift, but it's actually really big and like for me. But I really like it that it's so big.
So snuggly, yeah.
They had it custom on the back. Says Sir Francis Spider Freak. You know what I'm trying to do that?
No. I don't want to get bitten.
Bear in mind, this needs cleaning out tomorrow, as it only fed the other day.
Oh,
My newest beautiful addition.
is that a rainbow?
Brazilian rainbow.
Oh, nice.
My two favourite snakes in the world. Non-venomous, obviously. Mexican black king snake and Brazilian rainbow boa. And when I had them both, and then when I was really ill, like when I first started having my seizures, I sold my Brazilian rainbow and a couple of other things. And obviously, I always regretted it. And so I said,
Yeah.
you might remember, like a load of times on the stream, I said to Ebony, "Oh, that's a nice space for a Brazilian rainbow." And then I just saw an advert, and I said to Ebony, "Can I go and buy it, please?" And the first thing normally I don't ask, like I just say I'm going to buy this, and her first question every time isn't how much, it's how far away is it, because she knows she's got to drive.
Yeah.
When are we upgrading Gary?
Gary, when I got some cork tubes and moss and stuff, and then I'm going to be harassing Rob for advice on building a very cool gecko enclosure.
Oh, okay.
Because I've done like terrestrial enclosures and stuff like that, but all my builds seem to be on quite large scale. But then in gecko enclosures, you've got to try and fit everything in the quite a lot of a smaller space. So.
But we've called him Gary.
Gary the snail. After Gary the snail from SpongeBob.
Brilliant.
Gary the gargoyle, and he's like
Gary
the cutest
Gargoyle.
little thing ever.
Unfortunately, though, I was hoping he'd meow and he doesn't.
That was out yesterday.
What was?
I love
The
gargoyles. I
Tokay's coming
really
out a
do.
lot more now.
Yeah, the Tokay's coming out a lot more now.
See,
It's
I
See,
and the temple.
Yeah.
I like tokays, but they're just nasty.
Yeah, Tokay. I like Tokay, but the Tokay don't like me.
No, they don't like anyone.
Literally, I spray its enclosure, and all you is.
Yeah.
I'm like, calm down.
it's okay.
Jade's finally getting a question.
Yeah.
Hey, nice one, Jade.
Yeah, I have to say my Cresty enclosures at the minute are shambles. I don't show them because I'm just not happy with them. Like they've trashed them, and I haven't bothered to fix it yet because I know I'm doing the upgrade. So I'm just going to do new enclosures.
Good night, Jeremy. Hopefully we'll see you
Take
next
care,
week.
Jeremy.
I actually spoke to you and saw you.
Did you want to know?
Now, see, I do like my gecko enclosures. I just wanted to get them all bioactive and fully planted.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what you want to do.
that's
eventually,
what I
isn't
want to do with them all.
Yeah.
And I've got the 3 Cresties, so I want to do them all. But it's
Oh,
like,
looking enclosures are awesome. If you actually see them, they are.
but like my Cresties currently, because they're not fully grown and they're not that big, they're probably like juveniles. Like they're, or maybe a little bigger than that. They're in what are they, 30 by 30 by 45s? But obviously, when they're adults, I'm going to put them in the bigger. What is it, 45 by 45 by 60s, something like
Yeah,
that.
that's what mine are in. Yeah,
See, that's not any problem. That's not any problem with geckos. Is the size? Is the
they
size
need the big enclosure. Yeah,
But that's the issue we've got at the moment is the space for, like, because I've got 3 of the Cresties. I've got the gargoyle that's going to grow up to one the same size.
Yep.
So it's like they're in our bedroom at the moment, and we're looking at getting like a unit that's going to be able to fit them all on and hold them, because they're heavy as well, aren't they? Even just those.
Oh Jesus Christ! You want
without anything in them.
The weight of my enclosures is phenomenal.
At the minute, they could fit up there where that empty one is up the top. You can't see it on that, but like it's just the temperature's just
in here. The temperatures are just too irregular. Like when it's hot, it's hot, and when it's. But luckily, the animals that are in here, bearded dragon, a green iguana, a Mexican black king snake, they all come from hot environments. So when it's and the stink. So when it's hot, it doesn't affect them as much. But you put something in there like a Crestie, they'll kill them because Cresties don't tolerate high temperature.
Anything above 28 is fatal.
Yeah.
Maurice, I don't know anybody that's got a tokay that isn't evil.
But no, what Maurice was saying about Reptiliatus is true. He's actually got a few tokays, and he interacts with them and he trains them, and he's actually tamed his tokays down. It's brilliant to watch him.
I've seen it. The guy I got mine from, he said he's got some that he can handle and stuff like that, and he said, but the one I've got, he said just wouldn't take to it. I was like, oh, that's why I ended up with them.
Jake says she's got a live planted bioactive 45-60. I'd like to go bigger, but I don't know if I'd be getting a baby. Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's been
underweight.
Proper working on the stuff.
But the thing is, Jade, I don't hold to this thing that you've got to have a tiny enclosure for a baby gecko. I put all 3 of my gargoyles when they were babies in 45 by 45 by 60s. And they're all fine. They're all healthy. They all eat properly, and they are thriving.
Just people worry they're going to get stressed, don't they?
Yeah, my friend has just bought a gecko for her son, and we were like, no, go bigger, go bigger, go bigger.
Yeah.
She goes, yeah, but it's only tiny. But like, yeah, but it uses a space.
It does. Mine were like literally a couple of months old when I got them, my gargoyles, and I put them straight into big enclosures.
There should be another one somewhere.
It's the same with tarantulas.
Yeah.
Don't put them in big enclosures in the wild. They'll be in big enclosures.
Exactly. There is no bigger enclosure than where they come from.
Do you know what I mean? This is.
I can remember Dan saying to us once when Petco came over, he saw how big Zelda's enclosure was, and he didn't understand why it was so big.
Who's Zelda? Sorry.
Zelda's the LP.
Okay.
Yeah.
Massive LP. And he was saying to Dan, like, I don't understand why the enclosure is so big. So it's different in different places, like different people think.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I just think I'm not going to name names. I know there's some YouTubers they keep spotting, and they're in little tubs, and they're like, oh, I have to rehose it soon. Like, you should rehose this 2 months ago.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. So I know, like you say, tarantulas don't use a lot of space, but they will if you give it to them.
I just think with tarantulas, you can't go too big. You can't go too.
No, you can't.
You can't. You can go too small.
Thing is, though, they'll use what they want.
Yeah.
But if you give them space, they'll use what they need in it.
I mean, the other day, I've got a half actually pork that's about this big. It's a toy thing, but it bolted out the enclosure and right my t-shirt, and so in the end, I ended up putting an enclosure this big. It was the first thing I could grab at the time, and it's only webbed up one little cord that's living there, but it's perfectly happy.
Yeah, it is.
But this
I
is the
can
thing:
imagine your reaction to that.
as it grows, it will use it.
It'll grow into it, yeah.
I can honestly imagine you reacting to that running up your top.
I shit myself. Thing is, because before I had the tea room downstairs, but now they're in my bedroom. All I could think, if they're downstairs in the tea room, I could close the door and they're okay. But now they're upstairs, they can go under my bed. They can get into the kids' room. So I was like shitting myself. I was like, oh my god, there's too many kids in there. And Jesse went, "Mom, don't move it. It's on your t-shirt."
Yeah.
So Jesse kind of like catch up with me.
Yeah.
Jade was talking to me about this. She taught so many people, like, basically, like, attacking her about putting, what it Carl Cody's, Jade? I think she put a Carl Cody's in there. And the amount of people that just savaged her for it.
See, that's just garbage.
It's they say they say don't. The original thing that I read was that you can't put them in a too big an enclosure because they can't get their prey. If they're slings or grown on slings, crush the prey by where they set up. Other than that, they will come out and they will hunt, which is exactly what they'll do.
Yeah.
They will follow their natural instincts.
I just don't.
I've had people say to me, "Oh, the enclosure's tearing." I'm like,
To be fair, I'd rather someone put one in a Viv than in a shoebox.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I've seen people have got them in these little deli cups, and literally each leg is touching the sides.
Yeah, that's the thing. You get a lot of people that do that, and it's just wrong.
I'm not going to. A lot of Americans do it. American tubers I've seen do it. They keep them in the enclosures until they can't move in them.
Yeah.
And then they move them. But to me, that's just going to make it more angry.
Well, of course, it can't.
Well, it can't go anywhere. It's going to feel like it's backed into a corner,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Precisely.
So now once this is what I'm doing now is once mine they become like a juvenile, they go in their big enclosure, their permanent enclosure.
Well, same as me, Jen. You know, I do that when they get to about 3 inches. That's it. I put them in their adult enclosure.
Yeah. From inch on, that's what I do. I'm not mentioning channel, but I've seen a few American channels do it.
James is going to get lynched.
What?
Because he's American.
Don't shoot the American.
I'm not shooting Americans at all. I love it. A lot of Americans are very, very good. I'm saying
It's not. It's just how people see differently in it, but
yeah, it's like I've said. Each country they do things differently.
What's this?
enclosure sizes.
Yeah, why does James think he's going to get shot?
Because Jen was saying she's seen a lot of
Because
Americans.
Jen was basically bashing the Americans.
I wasn't bashing the Americans. I've seen a couple of channels that keep their teas and enclosures too small for my liking. Yeah. To them, it's perfect. It's perfectly acceptable. And for a lot of people, it is. For me, I prefer bigger than smaller.
So
yeah.
And?
I don't know. My videos out.
Well, funnily enough, there was something about this to do with who was I watching? I was watching Wiccan's Wicked Reptiles, and he was talking about this about how standards are different in different countries. Like what they will recommend for an animal where he is in Canada will be a lot smaller than somewhere like say a seller in Germany would recommend.
Well, there you go.
And the thing is, these like sellers and that in Germany, they will not sell you an animal unless you have the required space for it.
Yeah.
Unless you can prove you have the enclosure for it set up, ready to go.
Which, to be fair, is...
And it's the right dimensions that they require. Not what the animal requires, what they require you to have.
In some way, I think that's pretty good though, because I think here in the UK,
they just give
in a lot of situations, there's a lot of people guilty of just, I've got an animal for sale. Have you got the enclosure? Yeah. Okay, there you go. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, so many times I've messaged people like pre-loved and all that thing, and I'm like, they're like, have you kept them before? Yeah. You got an enclosure set up? Yeah. Don't ask for any proof. I could be chatting out my arse, and like, they're just like, okay then. Like,
it's like impulse buyers will just buy them and not know how to set them up or anything.
No, that's it.
Yeah.
Francis,
so really,
that's awesome, by the way.
It's a good thing that they
still
do that.
needs, like, I've still got to get plants and leaf litter and isopods and all that stuff. So there's still a fair bit. I
love that.
But it's got it's got like them blue and purple LED grow lights on the top.
Oh, is that
yeah?
And it's got the white LEDs as well.
Yeah.
That's
cool, Francis.
Just the
I love
that. After the moths.
Yeah.
And we still got loads of moths left after that.
That's good. From that 10-pound box, that's brilliant.
I didn't expect there to be so much, like in there.
We've filled,
and it's healthy as well. That moss as well.
Yeah.
We filled the Minax one as well, didn't we?
Yeah. I've used it quite a lot in a lot of stuff.
Ooh. Jade says they're thinking of bringing in a positive list for Scotland, so only a few select exotic species are permitted because people don't self-police and give them poor conditions.
To be fair, I feel like they should see.
There's a lot going on at the moment. The reptile and tarantula hobby are like both elements, like because they're exotic animals, is under a lot of scrutiny at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Really changing, I think.
That's nice, Francis.
It really is.
This is it with the grow lights on. It looks like the stem is going to be having a disco. I'll send you the picture now.
We sent that photo.
Looks like it's going to have a disco. I didn't know.
Look what he's sexy.
Where she was duck posing.
Hope that.
By the look of that light, Francis, you're trying to pimp her out.
Yeah. I've not literally posted any pictures anywhere or done any video of it yet because I'm literally I've been filming the whole thing and I'm doing a whole build video.
Bye.
A lot like that you recommended, Rob.
Oh, good night, Maurice. Sorry, Francis. What was that?
Good night, Maurice. You know that channel you
recommended? District.
Yes.
Biotope Studio.
Biotope Galleries, yeah.
Yeah, that's the one. Where they just build the enclosure with music. There's no talking or anything like that. I'm just going to do a video like that of the whole build.
Oh, cool.
You've got to do the tranquil music though.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I mean.
No, I'm going to have house like brave music.
You see what I mean about their builds, though, Francis?
You get kind of bored.
I get bored watching them.
Their builds are phenomenal, aren't they?
I love the tranquil music, though. I'm just sat there trying to watch it, how they're doing it. I'm like, not because I'm bored, because of the music.
See, I watched it with Rob, and I quite liked it because I wouldn't choose to watch it on my own.
Yeah.
He's like, "What is this really good?" I'm like, "Yeah, okay, I'm watching it."
Not because I use calm music and relaxing music to go to sleep. I'm sat there getting far too relaxed, and then I find myself like
things I watch. I'm not good at watching videos that are just music anyway. I get bored.
Their videos have something about them.
Yeah, but you watch some really weird random.
And I sit there and he's watching. And I'm like.
Yeah, but then you put stuff on that you watch, and I'm like, and she'll be there laughing her head off, like, this is so, and I'm like, what the
But honestly, Francis, if it hadn't been for watching their videos, I would never have been able to build my toad tank the way I did.
And Serpa Designs, I love Serpa Designs as well.
Now, see, I like Serpa Design,
But then you started watching the other one, and now you like.
and I started watching the other one, and it's like, Jesus Christ, they make
Next
him look
level.
like an amateur. Yeah.
Yeah,
I love his voice.
Oh yeah.
you hate
You
his
like
voice,
his
don't
voice?
you?
I can't stand it.
I like videos where people talk and interact and
Yeah,
get excited, and you show the adrenaline and the fear. And the
Oh yeah.
I think I like videos where people talk and they're good at voiceover and stuff. But I also hate these people as well because I know I don't have a good voiceover voice. Like,
Oh God, yeah.
love him, but I hate him at the same time. Serpa Designs, love him, but I hate him at the same time. Because let's be honest, the Americans have great accents for voiceovers. A West Midlander, probably not. Let's be honest, nobody's going to go onto their like sat nav or onto one of these automated things and go, I know what voice I want to use.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm
Australians.
gonna go for a Birmingham sat nav.
Yeah.
We're gonna get it. Wait a minute, dude. I would choose our accent over Super Designs any day because he's.
See, I like my accent. I'm proud of my like.
Yeah, but
where I'm from, my accent.
Super Designs, but it's the dramatic pause. We're going
Yeah.
to do this now.
No, it's not. It is. I mean, I love his channel. I always have done. I've been watching him for years now, and I love him. But Jesus Christ, sometimes
yeah.
you do the voiceover and you're like, shut up, you know.
Sorry, Andy. Yeah, it was Biotype Gallery on about. Honestly, watch some of them, dude. They're
Yeah.
Korea, aren't they?
I think
Korea.
I'm pretty sure they're Korean, but Andy,
Yeah.
their builds are just
Amazing.
next level stuff, mate.
Maz, where are you from?
Birmingham. Love a good bit of Birmingham, Alton.
Have you ever watched Chills?
Jen, that'll be more Jen's thing. wouldn't it?
Like it's all like paranormal stuff and spooky stuff. It's a channel called Chills.
He's
his
got a weird
voice.
voice.
It's the weirdest voice I've ever heard
It
in my
sounds
life.
automated, but it's actually not.
Like it sounds like he's constantly got a cold.
I'm looking. Chills.
Yeah, you know what I always think when I'm watching the Biotype Galleries though videos? Or what it would be like to be able to afford all that wooden cork.
Oh Jesus, the amount of driftwood and cork bark and everything else they use, it's like they're Vivs. If you bought one, you'd be paying 700-800 quid for a build.
We were saying, I wonder how much he charges for them.
Because I was building my Thermi one, and I was thinking to myself, like, thinking about how much I've spent to build it, which isn't, it's not a crazy amount, but I was thinking to myself, if you was to do this as a living like they do, how do you even figure out the price? Because it's not cheap.
That's
Well,
another guy that I can't.
I'll
stand
tell
his
you
voice.
something now that might, I mean, it'll probably shock Jen, but my toad enclosure,
Yeah.
to buy all the bits for that, I spent nearly 300 quid.
What?
Exactly.
But then when you think about it, if you was to do that as a job and sell it, you've also then got to put on top of that the labour and the time that goes into it.
Oh God, yeah.
Imagine the price that you would sell.
Oh, you would be, if I made that for someone, I would have to charge them probably double that.
Yeah, like 600 quid easy.
Yeah.
Easy. That's what I'm saying. Like, because you look at my Sturmy one, those enclosures, them 3-foot Exoterras, I was lucky I got that like really cheap, but they don't go cheap, just the enclosure. Like, and then there's the labour and all the bits that go into it, the lighting and everything like that. Especially if you then start putting water features in and filtration and all that. It's easy to see why they cost so much.
Babes, this Chills, is the thumbnail like, it's like half normal, half zombie face?
1 minute, I'll check.
Just send her a link to it.
Yeah. But no, I mean, I I'll tell you, if I won the lottery, I would have Biotope Galleries build a few enclosures for me.
And then, because I mean, the shipping you'd need to have won the lottery.
Oh God, yeah.
In fact,
Yeah, 100%.
Rob's just decided he's moving to Korea and he's just going to be like, just bring them round.
Brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
Perfect.
one. Yeah, I've subbed.
Cat for dinner.
Yeah. Now it's dog
No.
in Korea.
Don't listen to
Oh, yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yes.
Your cat's safe.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch tomorrow. Maz, I'm Wolverhampton, so we're not far.
Where did Maz say she was from? Was from?
He.
Sorry, Maz. I kind of realised after I said it.
You said earlier Jaden was convinced they were female for so long.
Where did it say they were from? Birmingham.
Didn't
Need
say.
I
yours?
think so. Yeah.
Neatles.
Yeah.
That means nothing to Ebony.
No.
It's near me.
But that's like saying around here, someone could tell me somewhere around here, and I'm like, one second.
See, all my videos is Jessie sniffing all the time. She's like perpetual cold.
Oh, you know what that means, Jade?
The youngest is crying.
I told you when I was crying. That means you can come on a live, Jade.
Hey, there you go.
So, Jade, you want to join us next week on our live?
Yeah, Jade, you need to come on, definitely.
So, Jade, you're going to come on next week on the live?
I've been badgering her. I'm like, Jade, come on. Jade. You need to come on a
You
live.
could be the one that
Yeah.
finally provide some grown-up content on our lives.
You can't. I can't do voiceovers. I just waffle while I'm doing stuff.
But the thing is, when I did my last gecko build, I decided to do the voiceover for that. Jesus Christ, the amount of times I had to go over stuff I'd already said.
I'll be back in a minute, guys.
Okay.
See, I just talk. I just waffle.
Well, I do. I mean, you know what my videos are like. I just ramble. But I decided to do something a bit different. I decided to try to do the kind of Serpa design thing where you film it all and then do the voiceover afterwards. And luckily it worked, but oh my God, that was hard work doing that. Because I had to like film it all, put it all together, and then do the voiceover and try and describe what I was doing.
No, I couldn't do it. I'd be like,
But that was the
Jade,
problem I had.
Jade, you can do it through your phone.
Absolutely. You're not getting out of this.
Eb normally does her lives through the phone.
Yes. And Tanya, a lot of the time, did hers through her phone as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you can do it. But you should be able to connect a mic to a laptop. Definitely. That's what they're designed for.
No, isn't it only if it has that thingy attached?
Thingy attached? Blimey, Ebbs, you took your makeup off. You look a lot different.
Eb, look pretty good. 3-inch
I was just going to sit there in the background with the camera and the mic muted, but then Ebs was like, I'm going to the toilet, you can go back on if you want.
But no, I'm trying now, Francis, to build a couple of tarantula enclosures in that kind of style.
Yeah. That'd be amazing. Well, that's kind of what gave me the idea for the Sturmy enclosure.
Yeah.
And it's not turned out how I wanted it to by a long shot.
It looks
but,
really good, though.
But it's doing all right. It was supposed to have a water feature in like a stream. But
okay.
the pump didn't work very well, and I didn't really want to spend the money to buy another one with the show coming up as well. There was just a few tweaks I would have had to make to it, but never say never. I might once it's all done, I'll probably let it sit for a couple of months and then I'll go, I'm going to change it now.
Yeah.
We try and talk Jaden's. We're trying to talk Jaden to the live this next week, but she says her mic on her laptop doesn't work. It's a Rode video mic. I don't know what that means.
Probably the mic.
So is it an external mic then, or
sounds like it? Yeah.
It sounds
like
an external mic.
It's designed to be plugged into a camera by the sound of it.
But you don't need your laptop. You can, if worst comes to the worst, use the phone.
That's what we said.
Her microphone is broken. It's super quiet. You just using excuses now, Jade.
Yeah, exactly.
She'll be like, guys, I can't come on. The snails are all over my phone, and they're eating it.
Jade just doesn't like us enough to want to come on and join us. That's all it is.
She's
shy. Cards.
Disappointed, Jade.
It's fine if you won't come on. We'll get your snails and your guinea pigs to come on instead.
Absolutely.
I really like guinea pigs. I really like guinea pigs. They're so cool. I love the little noise they make.
I know.
Oh, when I was oh god, this is going back years. When I first had home my guinea pigs, and every Tuesday I went out food shopping, and as soon as I come home, they'd start going. So anyone bought lettuce.
I love them. It's funny because Pumpkin makes a very similar noise, and we went in Pets Time, I think it was the once, and she was looking at them, and they all started making this noise, and so she was doing it back at them. It's like, oh my god, she can communicate with guinea pigs.
She's fluent in Peruvian already.
Apparently.
Yeah.
One morning she's gonna just wake up with like tufts of hair coming out of here.
I just think kids are weird. I was talking to Jessie yesterday. I said when Jessie was a toddler, he used to stroke bees.
Okay.
No, he used to see bees. He used to stroke bees and never get stung.
Imagine that. It's like just there, like, well, my pretty. And then some kid says something horrible at school. Come, my pretties!
It's like the Wicked Witch, isn't it? Fly, my pretties!
This poor kid's running across the playground with a swarm of bees just flying off.
I said to him, yes. I said, do you remember when you stroked bees? He went, Mom, you insane? But no, you seriously did.
The thing is, I can picture him doing that now.
Yeah.
Not just when he was a toddler. I can see him doing that now, going up to a bee and stroking it.
Yeah.
Talking of microphones and all that, like, I invested in a microphone for like when I'm sat here, which we're not even using. But I was going to invest in one for filming, like down there, because obviously my camera's over there and I'm over here, and sometimes the audio's a bit. So I was going to get like this Bluetooth one. But it was going to cost me 150 quid. So then I kind of talked myself out of it and talked myself into buying tarantulas instead. 150 quid when sometimes I don't even have time to film seemed a bit.
No. Jade says she wants to come on. It's genuinely broken. We'll get the mic tested out and should be good.
Mic check.
Only thing is, if my phone starts running out of battery, I'll have to unplug the mic to charge.
You have to get a hamster on the wheel. Or a guinea pig, you've got plenty.
Or a guinea pig. Build a bigger wheel for the guinea pigs. Yeah. Make them work for their dinner. Get one of those little headbands with a bit of lettuce on a stick. Put the guinea pig on the wheel. And charge your phone that way.
Here's a question for Jade. If you had to choose, which one would you rather be known as? The crazy guinea pig lady or the crazy snail lady?
Oh, she's snail.
Oh, she'd be snail every time, I think.
Imagine that, like just a lady just be walking down the street, just being followed by literally every snail in the neighbourhood comes out of the little cracks and crevices.
It's like the Pied Piper of Hamelin, isn't it? Yeah.
Just walk
Hey,
really
people would stay out your way, wouldn't you? Imagine that though. You know how people walk too slow and they get in your way and stuff like that. You had all these snails following you, and everyone would move out your way. You'd be like, "What the?"
There you go, Jade. We've got it sorted already. James says he works for a power plant making electricity, so he could probably rig something up. Job's a good one.
Is that just a really roundabout way of saying I'm Thor? I control electricity.
Could be.
Oh,
Well, he is.
a
He is Valhalla after all.
Valhalla, got it. We figured it out, Rob.
Yeah,
James
we have.
is Thor.
I think we're onto something here.
Is that a regular hedgehog that comes in, or?
Oh, my mum's got hedgehogs that come into her garden every night.
Ebs really wants a hedgehog, and I've always said I'll buy her one, but we've just never got round to it because it's like, where are we keeping it?
That's the thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I want one as well.
Oh, okay, Jade says guinea pig for sure. Everyone thinks I'm a snail woman, but I don't know why.
I had mammals first. I have no idea why people associate you with snails, Jade. Not a clue.
No.
To be fair, I saw the Christmas dinner she did for freaking rabbits. Jesus Christ.
A Christmas dinner for rabbits.
Yeah.
Oh, did you not see it, Francis?
Did you not see Jade? Watch Jade's video where she makes Christmas dinner for rabbits. I tell you, she puts more effort into that than most people put into their family Christmas dinners.
Oh, we've
watched
talked
this video.
we've talked about this before.
I watched one of her videos where she was testing out this snail mix, and it was supposed to be just the snail that got to test it out, but in the end, it was like everything, cockroaches, everything. And I did not think I'd ever be so enthralled to find out which food does the snail like best. And I was just like,
I swear to God, she did this video. We've talked about this now a few times.
We have. I mean, it's the preparation that goes into this meal. It's phenomenal.
It was a Christmas dinner for these animals. It was just like, really? The portion size, everything. We were like, oh my God, I don't feed my kids as well.
Exactly. It's like people watching that are thinking, Jesus Christ, I need to up my game for my kids. You know.
wow. James is Homer Simpson, and then James says that's more accurate. And I sit in a control room, eat food, and spin round in my chair.
The question is, James, do you eat donuts while you're doing it?
Let's be stereotypical. He's American. Every American person eats donuts.
This is true.
If you're American and you don't like donuts, are you really American?
But you go, oh.
Do you
Probably
remember?
not.
Can you imagine though? Like Americans just associate English people with tea. I personally think we think American people donuts. That's just how it is.
I found out today that the traditional tea with tea and scones and things.
Scones.
It comes from the Earl of Bedford.
Oh,
does it?
Well, I didn't get it off any tea and scones in Bedford.
We watched the Nigel Haywood video.
Oh, okay.
With the cruise ship, that's where it comes from.
It comes from the Earl of Bedford, apparently.
Okay.
Tea and scones. It was done about Americans associate Brits with tea, but then we associate Americans with donuts.
Is that because I said James was Homer Simpson?
Yeah, that's what I was just talking about.
Yeah.
I couldn't hear what was being said because I had the volume down because I was saying to the little one. I was just commenting.
Not anymore trying to lose weight, but yes. James, you're not alone, mate.
I want to see these hedgehogs of Andy's.
Yeah.
Yeah, Andy, there aren't many decent cups of tea in here.
Can you send us a picture of your hedgehogs?
I'm going to send him the link.
So what hedgehogs has he got? Normal ones or those pygmy ones?
They're wild ones.
No, I think it's just one that's strayed in.
He's looking at me like
Oh, okay.
the wild ones that just keep coming up to him.
He's in the shed, so has he got like an invert shed outside that he takes the kid?
Maybe.
Pets at home, you know, we get loads.
Hayden, the reason I didn't offer you tea and scones is because I didn't want you to stay that long.
Don't get any like food anymore. They are getting the delivery tomorrow, but then there may be some interruption while they have delivery. So we might have to go get some locusts tomorrow, probably.
Yeah.
James says the way that the Americans make tea is probably a sin.
Really is.
Burns anyway.
It probably is, yeah.
And the milk separate, like, no, you put the milk in.
Oh, yeah.
We slap your ass, babe.
Not shocked at what? What am I missing?
No, Hayden says that it's about the tea and scones. He said, why didn't I offer him tea and scones when he came to pick up those bits that we got him from Bristol?
Oh.
And I said, it's because I didn't actually want him to stay that long.
Bedford,
James, we have
Yes,
two
sir.
children. They can't be stinkier than that.
Yeah, they really
I like-
stink.
I really like ferrets, but everyone says they smell.
Hedgehogs are like on par with them.
I
So
really
are-
like
So are
ferrets.
foxes. Foxes really stink as well.
See, I had rats and Jesus Christ, the freaking
You
smell.
like rats, don't you?
I tried
I
every.
was heartbroken about my last rat.
See, I'm not like you. You really like rats, don't you? And you
Oh,
had,
me too. I love.
I like rats.
I bought Ebony some because she said she really liked them and she really wanted some. So I bought her some and she really loved them. I just don't. I'm not scared of them. My mom's terrified of them. I'm not scared of them. I just don't. I'm like impartial. I'm like meh sort of thing.
I love mine.
No.
Mine would run across the settee and then like peach my cup of tea and all sorts.
There's nothing. I don't know why I'm so impartial to him. There's nothing that makes nothing that stands out that makes me go. I don't like them, but like at the same time, I can't tell you why I like guinea pigs so much, but I absolutely love guinea pigs.
Oh.
Show me a guinea pig, and I'm like, oh!
I like guinea pigs because we had them as a kid, but
Hey, hi, Stephanie.
Yeah, we
But-
wanted to get some more guinea pigs, don't we?
Yeah, but we're gonna
Eventually.
wait till
When the girls
Pumpkin
are
and Pudding
older.
are a bit bigger, and we're gonna get some more guinea pigs because our guinea pigs, I love them.
Pumpkin
Love
bless.
them.
She goes into Pets at Home and sees them. She goes, "Whoa!"
I'm telling you, I was saying that noise they make. Rory makes that. I mean,
Yeah.
I do this at least once every week. Pumpkin makes that same noise. I said we go home and they make the noise after each other.
Andy said we could do the hedgehog.
I've sent him the link to come on to show him.
It's so cute.
You've been here, and obviously.
Yeah, the ferrets. There used to be a girl lived down the road from me. She used to walk her ferrets every day.
Someone.
Yeah.
I've always had guinea pigs, but I think rats
I
are
thought
better.
I actually had Andy on Facebook.
I
And
think
then
rats
you do in
are
the
better
drama
kids than guinea
of
pigs.
Oh wow! Are they in his house?
In the shed.
Oh, I thought they'd come in his house. So help yourself, coming in.
So cute.
What did I say I was on earlier on TikTok? 571.
Something like that.
Or 581 now.
Oh my god.
Like, if I group this quickly on
Instagram.
on-
Yeah.
on
I'll send it you on
YouTube,
Facebook now.
like, I actually don't know what's happening with my TikTok.
I actually thought I had Andy on Facebook.
Oh,
I love the hedgehog.
Why do I not have Andy on Facebook?
You want a hedgehog?
I've got some near us, and I like little tiny baby ones. And
yeah,
I'm
I've said this. I
"Ah."
said, like, you really want one, and I keep saying I'll buy you one, but then we don't know where we'll keep
Like
it.
they need a lot of stuff as well, though. Like they're not just like you're just children
in
mean,
like a rabbit hutch and they're fine.
We've
like,
got a
in
leopard
heat
tortoise
and
that we're
heat.
going to have to find space for
Yeah.
when it's older. That's going to be a challenge in itself.
See, my neighbour, she rescued some. She had some hedgehogs in her garden, and they had babies, and she's built them like this little hedgehog house at the bottom of her garden. And these babies were like too small to survive the winter, so she literally had to rescue them and send them to that Tiggy Winkles.
Hedgehog man!
Hey, how are we all?
Hey, hi Andy, how are you?
We all right? I'm very good, sir. I'm very good. I'll just.
Good.
It's got itself hidden. Oh, hang on. Let me just work out how to turn this camera around. Oh, that's not like that, is it?
That turned you off.
I think 12.
Jade says she loves rats. If she didn't have rabbits, she'd have
Do you
more
want me
rats.
to know,
Ah, that's better. Let me just. Don't want to disturb it too much. Just literally walked over my feet.
Oh, look.
I really want.
Child is crying again. I will be back.
I know they're too small, but
So
Andy's frozen.
Andy's frozen.
Sorry, my signal's not very good.
No, that's right. So did you kind of encourage that in, or did it come in on its own?
No, they just come in on their own, Rob. Been doing this for the last 4 or 5 years. But they used to live behind the.
Oh, really?
And then we've had a bit of a sort out this year, and it's like since I moved in with my other half in October, and they've been a bit confused. So now they just come in and they just settle where they want to. I think this one's male, from what I can gather. I think the males are smaller. The female was out in the garden eating the cat's food, but I think I've spooked her and she's hiding again.
Oh, okay. Oh, bless her.
But yeah, they're pretty cool. Like.
They really are,
yeah.
aren't they?
I'm going to tuck her away. Oh, I'm going to do this again. Yeah, so that's my little shed mate who joins us most Thursdays when I'm sat here watching the stream, if I'm honest.
So is that your invert shed, or is that just a...
No, this is my broom cupboard shed.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
It's
Oh, yeah.
just filled with crap, mainly like enclosures and bits and bobs and beer cans. But yeah, it's like I said, been storing a lot of stuff since I moved in with my my other half last year. Like it's we've got another shed a bit further back that a lot of this stuff's got to go into, but you know what it's like getting everything organised. And
oh God, yeah.
Life always gets in the way.
So have you got a separate room for your inverts, or are they just scattered?
No, they're all in my bedroom, all my inverts.
Oh, okay.
I've got most of them are about they're literally about a foot away from the bed, like, and then hang on,
You've got
there was a second.
A hell of a lot of them, haven't you?
I'll take you in and I'll show you.
While we're on the way, can I ask you a question?
What's that? Sorry.
I need to ask you a question.
What's that, mate?
Do you make a habit of stalking people in services?
Well, I could ask you the same if I'm honest. If you know, I feel like I was stalked by Ebbs first, if I'm honest.
Good night, Jade.
She's so proud of telling that story. She said on here earlier, she's like, I just ran down the window and I was like, "Aye!"
Yeah, I was just stood there having. Oh, hang on, I've covered my camera. I was just stood having a smoke. We'd stopped for a quick smoke break, and then I heard this, "Aye!" And I looked around, and it was like, "Oh wow, there's Ebbs." And then she said,
Can you imagine if you'd got the wrong person?
Oh yeah, that would have been quite funny, like. But yeah, there's all my.
No, Jade.
Oh, that's the majority. That's the majority of it. There's a few in the living room now, as well as things have had to go into bigger tanks.
Things are moving, taking over the house.
Yeah, well, I'm going to build a shed in the garden for next year, I think. You know, as these start needing more space.
upside
That's
my
the only
bed.
trouble, isn't it? We all buy like slings and little juveniles and think, oh, they're nice and small, and then when they start
Yeah.
growing, you think, where am I supposed to put it now?
Yeah, well, I mean, a lot of them, I've got some males, so usually I just send my males out if they're not something that I'm planning on breeding, and
Yeah.
I am slowly thinning down, and I'm not buying any more spiders at the moment. I managed to go to the show on Sunday and not buy a single spider. I did come back with one that I was gifted, but yeah, I didn't buy a single spider. I was quite proud of myself.
I said the same thing. I said, that's it. I'm not buying spiders now because I bought 2 at the last show and they died. And so I came back home with 2 more spiders, as you do,
Yeah, well, the replacements and
Yeah, but
Exactly.
I didn't buy spiders at the show either.
No,
I went
bought other
looking-
stuff, didn't you? But not spiders.
yeah,
bought a
I went
few.
looking at stick insects and stuff like that because I want to start taking them into work, and doing like showing them off to the kids, especially with Halloween coming up. And we're just getting back into the thing of reopening youth clubs and that in work. So sort of Halloween time, I thought it'd be quite good taking things like some of the stick insects and the vinegaroon and things like that in work. Like so, that was, and with my kids as well. But yeah, that was the my sort of intentions when I went to the show, and I did all right actually. Got some quite good stuff.
Yeah, I'm exactly the same.
Ow.
See, James
What did I
says he
do?
needs
Sorry, I just
he
knocked
needs
something.
bigger living arrangements. He needs a spider room so they're not all over my living room and
Like that.
bedroom. Yeah, I mean, see, James, I had my gecko enclosures in my bedroom at one point, and that's fine. But when you've got the lights on a day and night cycle at 8 o'clock in the morning, when you've been enjoying the night before, shall we say, where you might have had a couple of drinks, and those lights come on at 8 o'clock in the morning, it's like, ah!
Yeah.
And that was hell, so I moved them all into one room.
Yeah, like I said, I've got everything here, and then a few things in the living room that when I had new enclosures and stuff like that.
See, I've got all mine in the building down the garden, and like when I was in the old house and I had them in the house, I used to think to myself, I'd see other people's outbuildings. I used to think to myself, I'd love to have one of them. Now they're down there. I wish I had them in the house because I have to go all the way down there. But then at the same time, it's also the fact that there's a little bit of maybe a bit of paranoia because it's like if they're in the house and like they're in the same building as me, like I mean, come on, let's face it though. If someone broke into there thinking it was my shed, they'd have a bit of disappointment. But still, it's like I think I like the idea of having them back up here now that they're down there.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, I've got mine in my. Sorry, Jen, go on.
Because I wouldn't want a separate building. I'd hate it. I'd feel detached from it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good in some ways because I can just like when I need a bit of a break, I disappear down there. But it's like when it's raining and you've got to go from here to there, it's like not ideal.
I think if they're not in your house, you become a bit displaced from it. It's like, can't be asked.
But that little shed that I've just been in is we've had news today from the council. They're coming to sort all that out. So it's going to be all redone with UPVC windows and doors on it, and it's going to be all plastered inside and everything. Because we use it as like a utility room. The dryer's in there as well. So once all that's done, I might have the potential to move a few bits out there as well.
Yeah.
I tell you what the other thing is though, there is a little bit of it when it's down there, you kind of have to force yourself to go down there and make sure you're doing everything and whatever. Because like when it's in your house and it's that easy to go in and out, it's like it's just second nature. But I think sometimes when you can't be bothered, when it's down there, you have to kind of go, no, you need to go down there because things need water in and all this stuff like that. So that can be like a bit of a curse as well because you can get a bit complacent with it. Because like you said, Jen, you can get detached, can't you, from it if it's, do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah. I mean, I've got all mine in my sort of living room, and because I've got the LED lights on them at night, you've got all the spider enclosures lit up with red light, and it's all because you can see them wandering around while you're sat here on the sofa.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah,
quite
it's the
nice.
same here. I just have the red lights on.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Although
it, like,
we-
on all
For some reason, there's a couple of blue ones as well.
I might have to go down there.
You do get that though, those LEDs. Sometimes they just like change colour randomly.
Yeah,
Like in
well,
the old house,
it's set on red, but there's about 4 random blue LEDs spreading amongst them, and I just noticed. Hang on, is it like right about there? You can sort of
Yeah.
pick one up
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, Rob always has it on red. I would
down the
always,
bottom there.
I put
Blue
mine
and
on.
white.
Wait, I can't do this.
Yeah,
Well, you're doing it backwards, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh god, it's strange, isn't it? Yeah.
Right. I tell you what I'm going to do though. I'm going to jump off and leave you because I was about to shoot off not long
Okay.
before I mentioned the hedgehogs. So it was a pleasure to meet you all on Sunday,
It
and I
was
look forward to
similarly, mate. It's a pleasure to meet you.
and I'll catch up with you if not before, and I'll definitely be in the chat next week. Right?
Yeah, but,
Bye.
All right, then we'll see you
Also,
then.
take care,
Bye.
people. Ta-ra.
I got him to come on to show the hedge pig and I disappeared and then he's on.
I know.
You still saw it, though.
Oh yeah, I saw it. I popped on the chat to watch it.
I think we're scared.
It may be.
I love that.
Maybe a little bit.
It's so nice.
Yeah, he is nice.
And then yet you still shouted abuse to him out of a car window.
Yeah, I just shouted him.
I see him on here and I've seen his channel, but I didn't actually put the two together. I saw the show. I was like, oh, it's you.
Yeah.
Like when I saw Jaden at the show, like, I just
Oh, God.
he started coming up to me, was like, all right, dickhead, which is what I'd usually do. And he looked at me and I was like, what?
Oh, thing you were today. Jordan. He turned around and he goes, yeah, I've noticed about your Ebony. She's the most opinionated. No, she's the most outspoken one of everyone who works here, isn't she? Like, yep, that's Ebony. Definitely outspoken.
Well,
Neb's no way.
Not at
but
all.
yeah, I
no.
said that to Jaden and Craig was going past and he heard it and he turned around and went, I knew that were you.
Bearing in mind, I've never met Jaden or Craig in person, which seems unbelievable considering, like, I did TTSNT and everything.
It
with them.
really does.
And we've both been to shows, but either they've not been there or I've not been there, or if we have both been there before now, we've just kind of missed each other. Bearing all that in mind, the first thing that Craig did was creep up behind me and grab my bum. I was like, oh! Bearing in mind, I knew Ebbs was in the car doing a makeup. I was like, who's touching my bum?
I've spoken to Craig before at another show. It was before the TTS NS thing.
See, I spoke to Craig at Seas
So I think they went
when we were there at Seas, Jen. I spoke to him then.
Was that last year or the year before? Well, the last
29
one or
that
one
was-
before.
2019.
Was that the one we went to?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I think that's where.
That's
That's the only other show that we've both been to that
We missed
we
each other.
like. We just didn't see each other, and I think I remember seeing them at a glance, like in the queue or whatever. And we've just like, because wasn't that that was before TTSNT, weren't it?
I think that
Yeah.
was
It was, yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
And like,
I think that was before they were doing YouTube.
I don't know if they were doing YouTube. Then I can't remember that far back. I can barely remember.
I don't think Craig was doing YouTube when I met him.
No,
Well,
Jaden was, but Craig wasn't.
Or he
I think
just
Craig
thought-
had been in some of Jaden's videos, but that was about it.
Well, they must have been. One of them must have been doing YouTube because I think I remember glancing and seeing them in passing, and obviously, I obviously recognised them for a reason. So at least Jaden
Yeah.
must have been doing it.
I'm
but
pretty
we
sure
just
Jaden was, but Craig weren't. Yeah.
I think
at the
Jay-
time because it was pre-TTSNT. We weren't like as close and as good friends, and we didn't really know each other that well. So there wasn't really that automatic. Oh, I've seen this person. Let's go and speak to them. Kind
I
of
mean,
thing.
we've been at shows and like past Kieran and Rach, haven't we? And like not
Yeah.
Like,
And yeah, we used to go around the house and everything.
yeah. It's
I mean,
like,
I know I've seen Jaden at shows, but not recognised who he was. Since I know him from shows, but not to speak to him. But I know I've spoken to Craig at a few shows.
it just shows how oblivious you are to most things. It shows when you're just looking for tarantulas.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
God, yeah.
I see photos after the fact of the show of people that have been there, and I'm like, how did I not see this person? Like, every time you can guarantee that there'll be someone who was there that you just didn't see. Like, and it's like,
which is
because
why
you get so fixated.
Which is why I like to do the queue.
You do the queue, yeah.
Why?
I'm just terrible at queuing. I'm not gonna lie. If I can find a way that I don't have to queue, I'm doing it. If I have to like wait at the door and lick your toes on the way in just so that I don't have to queue, I'm doing it. Like
His first video.
The last few shows haven't been the same. There's not been that many people, but normally, if you queue at a show and you walk through, you can see people.
Yeah. See, I do like elements of it, but to be fair, even when I don't have to queue, I always make sure I go outside to go and interact with people I know anyway. And obviously, when we were selling tickets at the last show, you know, it's not what you know, it's who you know. So you know, you sort people out there. You know what I mean? But like, it's. I even when I'm not queuing, I do try and go out there. Like, and obviously, previous shows I used to film the queue and stuff like that. I don't do that anymore. I don't really film the shows anymore. The last two shows,
I don't even take photos. Like
the last two shows have been summarised for me in a 1 minute TikTok, and that's the most I've done. This one was barely even that. I filmed a little bit of footage from Port of Tarantula's table, and that was it because I just couldn't get to any tables or anything.
yeah. And when you could,
I did a little bit, but I do like the queue because, like you said, once you're inside, you don't see people.
No, and that's why I, even if I'm not queuing, I come outside just like to see people.
The shows this year, it's not been the same. There's not been that many people outside that we know.
No.
Normally, you can go along every few people, you know somebody. And this year, it's been like.
Yeah. It's
I saw Peter Moore and Alan and you too.
Yeah.
I think it's going to take time for like the shows, like in terms of seeing everybody at shows again. It's going to take time for them to pick back up because of how long like there's not been shows for.
I think next year when they all go back to normal times, the way they used to be before, you'll start seeing a lot more people.
They're very close together at the moment, aren't they?
That's the thing at the minute, yeah.
And they're getting close to Christmas and like people.
Oh God, yeah.
I can't wait for the BTS to come back. I really can't.
This is I decided not to do Brighton this year, but now everyone seems to be going to Brighton. I'm like,
see, I want to go to Brighton just simply because it's other than the Scotland show, which isn't happening this year either.
The only one we haven't been to.
It's the only one I haven't been to. I mean, the Scotland show was the first time was last year, but I don't really count that one because it's established as a regular one. Like, and even last year I wanted to go. Well, the last time it was spread out, and I wanted to go, but I forgot to order my plane tickets because I was going to fly, and then I left it too late, and the price just shot up, and I was like, well, I'm not paying that. But the Brighton one, I really want to go to that one because I've got a family in Brighton that we could stay with. But but with it being so close to Pumpkin's birthday, and obviously at the moment, like you say, the shows are so close together, it's like we just can't do it.
Like, usually the Brighton one's usually in November because it's usually around your birthday.
Yeah, it's normally around my birthday anyway.
So they've brought that forward, really.
Because it's the same. My birthday's the same day as Gar's, isn't it?
Yeah.
Me and Gar share the same birthday.
I don't want to see you and Gar drinking.
Can you imagine me and Gar at a joint birthday party? That'd be crazy.
That would be mental.
That'd be interesting.
It'd be a bit of a messy one, I think.
A bit.
Now, James, if you can sort out your tickets for the BTS, mate, that'd be great to meet you.
Oh, mate.
Oh, yeah.
James is literally, he's staying with us. Like, I don't care, like, if he wants to or not. I'm going to find out what airport he's landing at, and I'm going to chuck him in the back of a van, like proper kidnap from a movie style. White van's going to pull up, door's going to fly open. Men in balaclava's going to put a sack over his head, chuck him in the van, and he's going to wake up in our house. I mean, it won't be our house. Obviously, it'll be an undisclosed location.
Probably
Obviously.
got a garage.
Yeah, our garage.
He'll wake up and go, what is this place? Oh, okay, I know where we are.
Yeah, James says he'd love to drink with me and go. That'd be an interesting night. James, you probably forget that he was from. You'd probably drink so much you'd forget that he was from America and never go back.
I have drunk with them. It's dark and drink, can't it?
I'll wake up in the Invert Kingdom.
Like Gar in that hotel room, he was down in some hard stuff, weren't he?
He'll wake up in the Invert Kingdom with a toddler stood over him like.
She said love you to my mum the other day, and she hadn't said it to us. So I keep saying it to her. I'm like, love you. And today she just looked at me and went, shh, go away.
Yeah, but she keeps calling her granddad by his actual name and then telling him to go away. That's offensive. Like, I don't respect you enough to call you granddad. I'm going to call you by your actual name, and then I'm going to tell you to go away. She's 3 years of age and she's already got attitude.
I didn't know my grandparents' real name until I was about 30.
Well, this is the thing. I don't know what she does.
Obviously, my mum shouting at him.
We bought her a new toothbrush earlier. She come up to me, shoved it in my, like, tried to put it in my mouth, and then once it was a little bit in my mouth, got a palm like this and tried to ram it down my throat. I was like, what are you trying to do to me?
Our child is going to be a killer.
She's violent. I wonder where she is.
Right. It's getting to 11, so do you want to call it, or?
Yeah, it's quite.
I think we're all knackered, aren't we?
I definitely am.
Right, let me find this outro.
I've got stuff to do.
Well,
Right.
thanks.
Thank you to
Thanks for
everyone
coming on, everyone.
popping in.
Someone to love you, kisses.
Love you, bye.
Love you, bye.
We will
don't love
see you next week.
Bye.
Hopefully with Tanya, so
What time's it on next week?
hopefully Tanya's if
Ah.
she's better, but
Because I always forget, and then I'll sit there trying to search everyone's channel, which channel's it on.
right, I would play the outro and then we will be gone. So bye.
Okie dokie. Bye.